What's going on, guys? Chris and
Dang, I
Sage
thought we
here.
already started.
I guess we started there. What's going on, guys? Chris and Sage here, and today I have my two co-hosts who like his cherry blossom lights. He was really enjoying those earlier. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Eric, or Trap Sensei. Call me whatever. How you guys doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. And what's going on with all this Asian hate lately? Everybody,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like,
Bro, me and Chris was just talking about that.
like,
And it's
I
like the
know
way
it came around at the beginning of COVID, and I thought it kind of faded. And it didn't. It never really fully goes away. But like now,
I
it seems
didn't even know
worse.
he
Like,
was
what
talking
happened?
about.
Like,
You know what's crazy? I asked Paul PM, for those who don't know. He has said it was because it was some weird niggas in Cali just doing, or it was portrayed that way, that it was just us, like just black people doing it. And I'm like, I don't know, man.
hating on Asian people, just doing that.
So not just hating, but like bullying, like really kicking niggas down. I'm like, that's some, I like, there's videos of it. That's some weird shit them niggas was doing. Don't get it
That's
twisted.
something. I don't know. That's not something I just see random black people doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, it's just some weird shit that they got in Cali going.
Thing.
Not
I
everywhere.
don't know what they do down there in Cali, but
Yeah,
I
them
don't be
niggas
seeing
got
that over
chill.
here.
I'm sure there's, Asian hate everywhere, but at the end of the day,
But
Black
yeah.
lives still matter first and foremost.
True, but right now, just stop all the hate.
Make
Man.
it
Just
seem
love
like
each
it's
other.
We don't gotta be no
everybody.
hate. That's
Come
all
on.
love.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
love-
Only good days. Like,
I can't
chill
just
out.
love everybody. But sorry about that, Mark. I took up your intro time, so go ahead and introduce yourself.
You know I never introduced myself anyway, so it really doesn't matter to be honest with you. Y'all introduce me. You better get it like correct here.
You never want to
Okay.
introduce yourself for the one time, you know?
Yeah, for the one time. You see, you got
Okay,
the
what?
Jesus
My
piece
name
down
is-
there.
My name is Marcus, and y'all just call me Mark half the time. But then you would get up and do the whole thing saying Cash Money Mark instead, which I'm not gonna replicate. So
It's cap. It's cash money, Mark. You got a
See, there
prize.
you
You got time to flex.
He's not trying to flash. He's a humble man. He's a humble man. On
Yeah.
camera, behind doors. I got
I
so much
wanna be.
money. Like, he be just throwing money at
When
us.
I
You know what I'm
want
saying? He
to
be
be,
real disrespectful.
sure.
Without the stimmy, though.
Without the stemmy. No stemmy. You didn't get any of them, actually, Mark?
No, I haven't.
And he still
that's
got more of a
so
bag than you
disappointing,
niggas.
like,
What are y'all doing, bro? Get your money up, not your funny up.
Make too much,
So
bro. You
the
can't
one
even get
time
stimmy,
I
bro.
got a stimulus, it didn't work. Like they sent the check in the mail
You
and
sent this
then
nigga a
told
blank
me
check.
that somebody else cashed the check when I was trying to cash it. Like what? I got it in here with my name on it,
I check
but
with
somebody
his
else
name.
cashed my check.
And I'm like, it has
Cash your
your
stimmy.
name on it. But whatever.
Yeah.
I still got that check actually while you playing.
This man
Hold
then
on,
put out
bro.
the file book.
I wanna be sure no one
Yo.
can.
Oh, but this is actually.
I mean, it don't
a lap
work.
desk. It's just a lap
Yeah.
desk, but I know I put it inside of there just
I
on the
can't
fact
even
that I
see
don't
all
look in this
that,
lap
but
desk, bro.
It just
That's
see,
really
I just
a
see
stemmy,
lines.
though,
It's a
yeah.
stemmy though. Like, you're not wrong.
It's tough.
But
I'm
yeah,
about to come back here in like 2 days, and it's gonna say that somebody done already cashed my check for the 3rd time ever.
Jesus,
And it's
someone
gonna
really
be a
got
whole
off.
system, cause no, we got it on the internet.
You
But
Well-
you know what? I don't care, cause it
Somebody
didn't
is
work.
getting
And
off
it was
on you.
$600. I don't
Someone
care.
getting off just on your stimulus. That's the craziest part. They got all this information, but they just wanted the stimulus. Okay.
I need your government aid right now.
Yeah, like
What got me is that they didn't
Excuse
get the
me?
first one though. That you go and get the $600 broke man stimulus.
They got the
like-
600. They got the cheapest one.
They got the
They
Yes,
didn't get the
cheapest
they,
1200
one.
or the-
yes, that was
Wow.
the $600 one, and I'm like, so you get the broke man stimulus out of me.
What is we doing right now, Robbers? What the fuck is
Yeah,
we
y'all
doing?
got to do a lot better than that, man. I need
y'all
y'all-
got all that information. Y'all able to cash somebody else's check, but you got the lowest one.
Like I don't
Come
know.
on.
They had to
I don't
have
know,
some
but
kind
that
of
would
ring
cheap.
going or something, man. That's all. Only way I can see that.
You think they got a ring? Maybe it was a bottom nigga that took 6. Yeah, I gotta imagine, bro.
No, I mean,
First time, he didn't want to take too much.
I feel
but
like
like-
I think it like this. If they had it where they can get somebody else's stimulus check, right? I'm assuming in my head they were able to get like say a rough 2,000 people. 2,000 like checks of $600 adds up to be a lot of money. So I
Mhm.
wouldn't be mad at that point.
No way he got
But-
2,000 checks though.
Yeah. I mean, even if you think about it though, realistically, if you're gonna do something illegal, at least full send it, bro. Don't just take $600. Take the whole account at that point. Like,
Honest.
I don't know.
Motherfucker just post on niggas to rob Marcus.
He just got it like that, I guess.
They can try, I guess. I mean, what they gonna rob? They gonna rob out of me my college debt? Like,
Imagine you steal somebody dead. Tough. But anyways, guys, welcome to the Dreamcast. We have light game, light anime. It's a light episode.
Dreamcast back up.
I said it twice. I just said it twice.
Okay.
That was the introductory. That's all I'm gonna leave.
It's
it
just
at.
introductory. It's just introducry. You said.
Wait, my stimulus woes is already.
We just talk about like how we've been for the week. That's all.
Yeah.
Personal updates. That's really all it is. It's a pretty light episode though. We got light anime, light gaming, and light media. So we'll be breezing over this. We might just have a lot of side talks throughout it. Firstly. Attack on Titan. We got that double episode today. We're actually recording Sunday on March 22nd.
Yeah.
We decided to push it back so that we get the double episode of Attack on Titan that got canceled. It is Monday now. You're right. They got canceled last week in Japan because of an earthquake. Shout out to Japan. You know, much love. Hope everyone's doing all right. So yeah, what are y'all feeling about this Attack on Titan episode? We got 2 episodes. The second part of that first episode from last week threw me for a little bit of surprise. Can't lie.
Yeah.
I did not expect to see my man's getting his ass beat like that. I'm a little pissed. I will say this. I'm a little shitty to cut it out.
I expect the Savage Aaron to come.
I wanted to see
He's savage to everyone, and that's what I meant.
Aaron didn't do. Oh, well, yeah. I guess he did put Armin together. That was a part of that episode.
Yeah,
I was talking about.
You see how he told off Mikasa? Bro.
Aaron,
he basically said, I didn't give a fuck about you your whole life. I despised you just because how much you liked me. Bitch. He didn't say bitch, but that's basically what he said.
That's basically what he said. That nigga ungrateful.
and then he basically proceeded to tell you that you've been a slave to me your whole life just because in your acumen blood to protect somebody. And I was just the first person that you seen at the time, so you clung on to protect me for your entire life. And when she said, no, it's a lie, I'm not in control, this nigga Armin tried to attack Aaron for saying that shit. Mikasa immediately fucking stopped Armin and put him in a fucking like armbar hold. Like immediately.
You know that's my man's Mike.
Shout out to Mike.
Mike, yeah. But
I don't know. It's just
so really the whole time she's her infatuation with Aaron has really just been
brainwashing
in her blood. It's not even brainwashing. It was been in her Ackerman bloodline the whole time. It was just instinct for her.
Yeah, I don't understand where this show is going. It's a lot more DNA stuff than I imagined. I didn't know it was gonna get this deep.
Well, yeah.
In terms of,
I'm a little concerned about where
it's
shit's
going.
about to go. Like with Aaron's whole MO, Aaron and Zeke's whole MO. Like, I wonder what the fuck they're really going for right now. Like,
well,
I want honestly somebody to honestly kill him at this point. Like, they getting a little big for their britches.
I mean,
Levi, I am sorry, Zeke, my boy, you are 0 for 3 right now.
Ain't he gone? he gone, ain't he? I don't know if I'm tripping, but he had a thunder spirit in there. He had a thunder spirit in his rib cage. Come on, now, dog.
I don't think he's dead, but he might be.
Even Levi might be gone, bro. That's the craziest part.
Levi's definitely not dead. Levi's not dead. Come on now.
Yeah, he wounded.
Yeah.
Bro,
but Zeke, you're 0-3 against my boy Levi right now.
Is it really 0-3? Because 0-2 was a part of the plan. That second one was a part of the plan.
No, Levi made that one look too effortlessly, regardless.
Then why did Levi carry him away?
Because to capture him. What? He didn't want to kill him. He was trying to capture him.
I'm just on the fact that I'm like,
I just killed the nigga. What's up with Levi just leaving this nigga alive?
They can't leave Zeke alive. They're capturing that nigga so they can have somebody else eat him and become the next Titan. The next Beast Titan.
I thought they didn't have any more of the syringes, the vaccine or whatever. Vaccine.
You still got ways. You don't need that only syringe. That's the syringe was for the founding Titan, if I'm not mistaken. Whoever Titan was in the syringe.
I thought the syringe was just to turn you into a Titan, so you can go eat someone that has a Titan.
You can do that with Zeke himself. His spinal fluid is that shit. Remember?
Okay, I kind of get it. I was a little confused with the whole spinal fluid thing. I
Okay,
wasn't
so
too sure
they
about that.
leaving him alive just so they can just poke him in the back, take spinal fluid, and then have somebody eat him.
And have a Beast Titans
So you can't, but
successor.
The
can't
idea
you
of
do that even though Zeke is dead?
the
Like,
idea of
do you
sticking a
gotta-
needle in the spinal cord is just.
Zeke isn't gonna be dead though. That's the thing.
I'm just like, if Zeke is dead, you can still pick him up and just eat him. You can still extract spinal fluid out of him.
The DNA.
That's
Is
why
Like,
I
he
don't
does not
think
need to
he's
be
dead.
for that. Like, you just effectively wasted time.
Mm,
And I guess
I'm
in
not
this
sure
case,
how
we-
it works in the show, but I'm pretty sure that when they do it, the Titan shifter needs to be alive first. Like I think it's kind of like he needs to be eaten alive, kind of.
That's
That's
fucked
kinda
up.
gross.
But
Yeah.
it's a little fucked up. Yeah. I mean, shit. Aaron had to eat his dad. I mean,
Yeah,
gotta
I've
get how
never
you
seen
live.
someone I've never seen someone who ate another Titan shifter didn't eat the other one when they weren't alive.
mhm.
So I think that's just how they have to do it. To be honest, like
Yeah.
So is that like the original? Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking of like
It's
season
confusing.
1 now, and just like all the Titans rushing in there and just eating random humans. Is that why? So they can try to find like weed out the Titan shifters or something?
No, that was just a corner of the island. The island was
those
prison. ain't
was
it?
just the Titans were just there to eat humans regardless. Not only the
Oh, they're
Titans
just some
who
bums
you
anyway.
eat to become they're like brainwashed. Zeke, not Zeke, Levi's whole squad who turned into Titans. Those are basically those same Titans that you would see in the forest or anywhere.
Yep.
Those
Mm.
those are the same ones. See, so it's
It was a
it's really
bunch
just
of
brain
basic
dead.
bums.
Yeah, you're
So
really
is
only
the
used
scout
to
regiment
kill
gone?
niggas.
Or we
No.
just, this is just the Jaegers at this point.
It's probably just the Jaegers.
Because it feels
The
like
whole-
that more than there's no more scouts for real. Like Levi is really just the final scout. Hanji not even. I never. Hanji was obviously a scout, but like she just felt more like R&D, like research and
It's-
development.
The scouts are, I guess you can say, been taken over by the Jaegers. Yes.
hmm I wouldn't have just said the scouts though.
And the military police too.
Yeah.
I mean, but my question.
Damn near
is-
the whole military actually. I forgot who the third nigga was. The third branch of that anyway.
It was
But,
like Royal Guard, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, that's what the Royal Guard. You're right.
Fuck
Okay,
them
but
niggas.
now I got a question here. Can the like little Titans and all that, can they ever turn back to like a human?
Yeah, they will turn back into a
That's
human.
yet
I
to be
thought
seen.
if they get
Not
if they,
like regular Titans. That's yet to be seen. I
thought
think,
so.
I
I
think
thought
it's
it
a
was just like they
possibility.
get enough human blood or something. Like, I don't know if they eat enough.
I don't think they've ever
turn
showed
back.
like one Titan who wasn't a shifter turn back into humans though. Like I
thought
think
that happened with
they're
old
alluding
girl.
To that though.
No, I thought
Who?
that happened with the
Right.
original Jaw Titan. Not the original Jaw Titan, but back in season 2, when they ate their
Ymir?
friend. Yeah, that was I thought Ymir, she wasn't a part of their little thing. She just ate one of them. Because they had to push, what's his name, the Armor Titan out the way.
Ymir was always a shifter though. So what do you mean?
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
I thought Ymir was a shifter, to be honest. Like,
She wasn't always a shifter. I don't really, I'm not too sure.
Are
I'm
you
bringing,
talking about from Marley or whatever? Like
yeah, no, she wasn't from Marley. I knew that for 100%. She was one of the Titans that was just walking around in the just out there type shit. And when Annie, Bertolt, and all them niggas was coming from the island, or coming to the island, whoever the current Jaw Titan was, saved Bertolt from getting eaten, pushed him out the way. And so she ate him, and she became a shifter that way.
Oh, I guess it does work.
That was a
like
flashback. I remember that.
I don't recall that, but I wouldn't. It could work, I guess. So, because she still ate a shifter, so I guess
She
if
ate
a
a
random
shifter.
Titan does eat a shifter, then I guess you can turn back.
Yeah, like the original
So,
Takira.
They could
nah,
also
but you gotta
kind
be a
of.
shifter though at that point. Like,
Yeah, I
so it's
say.
only
I feel like
closed
you
people that
could
can do
tweak
it.
it though, and I guess use the spinal fluid from a shifter and put it back into a
Oh,
Titan.
is it also because of the blood she has? I don't know if she had, not royal blood, but I
I
know
think she had something special
she had,
in her blood.
was it Eldian
though,
blood
too.
or was it
I think
Marleyan blood? I be getting those confused.
I think she had Eldian blood.
Yeah.
I
I think that's the key.
Okay,
if
but
you have
I put it-
Eldian blood and
I put it
you're a
like this,
Titan and
though.
you eat a shifter, I think you'll go back to being a Hitman.
okay, because I'm just sitting here like, I know for a fact, I'm like, this whole thing was built off basically systemic racism, moving them to islands. So I'm like, if you can effectively just make them human again, like, who cares? You feel me? Like,
You can't though. Remember, when you're a shifter, you die after like what, 10 or 11 years or 12?
13 years, yeah.
13. Oh yeah, motherfucker 12. Right.
Okay, so they basically like
Well, that's
got a
only if
shorter
you're
life expectancy.
a shifter, but if you're just a regular
And you're-
Titan who didn't shift at will, like you might be able to get switched back. I don't know. I honestly, I doubt the anime would go that route just because
It's
like
not
a
enough
dark
shifters.
anime.
It's not enough
Yeah.
shifters to make everyone human again.
Okay,
though.
so
Mhm.
what if they have it like, say, Aaron sacrificed himself to save everybody, like, uses his spinal fluid to just
I think that's where he's going to
chuck-
do anyway. To be
to just
honest,
chuck in the
Not in
Titan's
that
mouth,
way,
you
but-
feel me? Like, because all you don't need that much. As you see, it's just a little, like,
He can't be
That's
throwing
it.
away his spinal fluid because he got the Fountain Titan. He can't be throwing it away too reckless.
yeah.
I mean,
It's like not even his
but-
life for real. He really can't throw his life away too recklessly because he's the Fountain Titan. Well,
Okay,
really got
but
3 Titans on
not
him, don't
Aaron,
he?
but any Titan shifter, effectively,
Yeah.
though. Like,
He
so
got
I'm
three
just
Titans
like,
in
okay,
right
so
now.
say Zeke, he just got his butt kicked. Okay, now have it where literally you just take like a bunch of files of his spinal fluid and just start chucking it in the random Titan's mouth.
You think it would cure him and make more Beast Titans though?
Cure him, make more
No.
shifters so then they can turn back.
I don't think
Just
that it
not
creates
shift.
a shifter though.
That's a
like,
theory. That's a theory. I don't know if that can be proved or disproved. They would have to do it in the show.
because there can only be one shifter at a time. So like
Yeah.
you can't create 2 Beast Titans in the same lifetime.
But they never really said that they
Imagine
tried that
okay,
idea.
So hold
though.
on, hold on. So what if happens? Because like obviously you said, oh, well, I guess they got to be alive. And I'm like, if he just got ripped in half and like I ate one half, you ate the other half, what will happen? Do I just become like twin Titans? Or something?
I mean,
Like,
It's a lottery. Like I guess one of y'all not going to be getting the power because you saw what happened to Rod Race. That's what it was.
Yeah.
When he took that Titan fluid, he turned into an abnormal Titan. He wasn't a shifter. Remember? So
That Titan fluid fucked a lot of them niggas up.
it could also have a bad kind of thing too. If you
imagine that. Like I'm thinking in my head how it will work. Maybe is that the person who ate the head would get the shifter or whatever, and then the other person just like.
Unless it's a
abnormalized.
Warhammer Titan. Don't they conscious go to their feet?
Hmm?
I said, unless it's a Warhammer Titan, don't they conscious go to their feet?
Yeah, no, that's like a remote control thing. It can just stay
Oh,
on the
alright.
ground damn near and have a little wire connected the whole time and fight.
Okay.
So
I ain't
you
gonna,
gotta find
also, I feel bad. Why did they have to get bro just jumped in like that? Or they let them niggas jump someone to get them in the acres. And I was sick they cut that part, bro. I wanted to see him
Cut
get
it
fucking
completely.
folded. They just cut to the blood on their hands.
not
It's like, okay.
I think he did that on purpose. Like I think he saw that they didn't want to beat his ass,
Mhm.
but if they did, they all would have been in jail. So I think that's why he kind of antagonized him and made them want to
I
beat
think
his ass. as
I thought it was a
like the
legal
villain in
thing. I thought it was a legal thing. Like you can't really go and beat someone's ass and then say, "Oh, I was really just a scout. I'm just undercover." Nah, once you take that bribe or whatever, or commit arson or do some type of unlawful action, there's no going back. That's what I thought it
That
was.
could be that too, but no, I thought it was more so for him because the way he kind of read the whole situation, he's like, I think he kind of knew what was going on, so I feel like he let them do it, and that's why he texted me. He's like, "There's no way all you punks is gonna beat my ass. It's not enough for you," or some shit like that.
That shit killed me. I'm like, who? He talking right? They gonna show a fight scene? Like I thought they was gonna show a fight scene. He was gonna be throwing them bitches, maybe take like 2 people down. No,
Cut man's on the ground. They stand over him in a
You know what it
circle.
reminds
looking like
me of?
Yamcha.
It
No cap, he had a Yamcha
reminds me of
Man.
Slime anime. How the boy was like, I got the ultimate superpower. Like he about to really come out here with him,
Mhm.
and my man's Gerald just hit like this, and told him fight me, and got rocked.
Oh, you talking about the orc nigga? Yeah.
Yes, like he hit like really a Tekken pose and just rocked him. Like it did not care.
But do y'all have anything else for Attack on Titan? Like I said, I was a little confused about that. I think Zeke might be dead. That's my theory. I'm not too sure.
He's not dead. Trust me.
Aaron fucked up for what he did to Mikasa and Army. I feel like that was his boys. He should have did that. But you
I
gotta
don't
do.
know where- I
But
don't
that's
know
your
where Aaron's
purpose.
going with
That's
that.
his purpose, bro.
He said he's not. I guess he got to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
He think his time running now. He know what he got to do now.
I mean, I feel that, but you can't be getting too big for your britches about it either. That's
I'ma
all
keep it a
on, man.
band
Like,
with
they
you.
They kept with them the whole
I
series.
think at this point he's cut all ties with like feelings, and he's all about the mission now. Like he's just all about
mean,
work.
Even with all about the mission, them the boys that ran with you the entire way. Like
Saved their life
what?
multiple times. And not to mention also when they had that flashback of them in the cart talking about who's gonna take the Finding Titan next. He basically said it without saying it. He said, "Oh, you guys mean too much to me," but in reality, he said, "None of you niggas are worthy." I feel like that's what he was really going for, and it's like kind of, I don't know. I feel like that might have been setting up for it, like foreshadowing. But
look at that. That would be weird.
That's a different take. But
we got one last episode.
Oh, we do?
That's one episode that comes out next Sunday. It's gonna be 75, and that's it. And that's.
Did you see the preview?
Shit. No, I did not. But I think it's gonna be. Like Rain and Titans, some shit like that. So.
Movies in jail. That's all I know. Like not Connie, but what's his name? Pink hair dude.
Float.
Not Float. The other one. Gene.
Can we see Zeke actually win against Levi?
He was in jail, and dude.
He's not gonna win. Zeke cannot handle Levi.
He can't. He's different. Levi's too different right now.
Levi is just a god, bro. He's on a whole different level.
Okay, so are we gonna see Levi drop Aaron?
The fact that Zeke turned all of
hold on, Mark.
Squad. We didn't talk about this. Zeke turned Levi's whole squad into Titans.
And it was a lot of them niggas. And Aaron had to go
move like 25 niggas.
And Levi was gonna body them niggas. He cut all them niggas down with nothing.
To body every single one of them niggas. Catch up to Zeke while he was trying to escape. Zeke tried to fight this nigga. This nigga Levi's in the forest, cutting down branches, throwing off his aim. Got Zeke down. I think one gets slashed.
I will say.
This man tortured up.
Oh,
he's literally got this man tied up. His neck is like stuck to a fucking fuse to one of those rocket bombs.
Thunder spikes, yeah.
Yeah, thunder spikes. If Zeke moves, that bitch is gonna go off. He's sitting there cutting his fucking toes off multiple times.
I thought it was his legs. I don't think it was his toes.
He started at the toes. He moved up to the legs, bro. He
like,
kept slashing.
Oh
bro.
Yeah, if I don't keep cutting you, you're just gonna turn into a Titan. Let me get at it then. let me get to work. Cause
I'm like, bro, Levi, you're different right now.
He deserved it. I fucked with that.
He definitely did, but I'm like, Levi is just different. Like he's really just unfuckwittable. Like nobody can really handle this man.
That's why I said we gonna speed pass. Are we gonna speed pass what Marcus just said? This nigga said I want to see Aaron versus Levi now. And I'm not gonna lie, we haven't seen Aaron use the Warhammer Titan yet.
Okay, I think Aaron was still gonna get his ass beat unless he got some help.
It's gonna be a hard fought fight. You think Aaron needs help? You think Aaron needs help?
Yes.
I don't know about that one, brother.
He got saved fighting the Warhammer Titan because the Warhammer Titan had a too big of an arsenal to even scrap the nigga against.
Absolutely.
He know what's coming at him.
And now he has that arsenal.
True. This is Levi. This is Levi.
This is Levi. Absolutely. Like, I'm here on both sides with that because it's like, you gotta respect Levi Gangster after he handled that nigga.
But actually, Aaron might actually win this fight because the first two times that him and Levi fought, it wasn't even a fight. You know, Levi was just brutalizing
beating on this nigga.
Putting this nigga on the ground.
Yeah.
Just kicking him multiple times.
I know Aaron has to have some type of remorse for this nigga though. Don't you think, bro? Like, you was just beating on my ass. Like, was it for the greater good? Maybe.
No feelings. No more for any of these niggas.
Nah, he got one feeling. He got about 2 or 3 feelings left.
If he don't care about Armin and Amicus no more, bro, he definitely don't care about Levi
if it ain't
no more.
Anger or revenge, it don't matter.
Yeah, bro.
Anger, revenge, wrath.
If it's not about getting this mission done, about ending this Titan shit, he don't care no more, bro. You either gonna die or
it's
you
fuck
gonna
a bag, it's fuck love, it's fuck all that shit. This nigga just want anger and just to cause misery. That shit is crazy.
Oh, he wants to stop these Titans, and that's it.
It was also crazy. I know how you were talking about right before that episode came. We were talking about how Gabby's supposed to be the polar opposite of him, or not polar opposite. What is it called? Use
Parallel?
the word parallel. Yeah, Gabby's supposed to be the parallel of him, and parallels never meet. Nigga walks through the door the next episode. I was like, that's kind of crazy. I fuck with it though.
He did just pull up so smooth.
So smooth. But that's really all I got for Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that's all about Attack on Titan.
How you guys feeling about Jujutsu Kaisen? That first episode with that little school shit, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't really fucking with it.
With the baseball game? That's what you're talking about?
Oh, no, fuck the baseball game. Damn, it was 3 episodes in because I forgot that Friday we recorded. Never mind. The baseball game was cool. Fucked with it. When they went to go investigate the school for the test of courage shit or whatever, it was okay, but it felt like they were just trying to give Megami some more background, which I'm here for. But nothing too crazy. How do y'all feel about those first 2 episodes before I go on?
I mean, Megami,
It's just like a little bit of story for real for me, and I was like, I mean, it's alright. I
he
kind
gave
of
us a
wanted
backstory.
something else to happen, but like,
He
and
gave
as
us his
far as I
backstory. I
know,
liked it.
Jujutsu is not one of those anime that's just gonna keep going.
Yeah. I
So
know
I'm
next
like,
week will be the last episode.
it honestly almost felt like a waste of an episode to me. Like just that.
No, I feel like
I'm
it was
like-
deserved only because, and I don't like how Itadori switched up on his best friend like that afterwards. I don't know what I was going through. Type, don't switch up, bro. That's your homie now, bro. Don't switch up now because he didn't taught you some moves. Now you feeling yourself. Fuck out of here. I don't like Yuji. I usually got to get back in his bag. I don't like that part of him. But I feel what you're saying, though, Mark. I feel like it kind of was a waste, but I kind of feel like it was also kind of like to show that the show is going is ending. They don't want to start something next too big or anything like that. They just want to kind of go peaceful.
I
Definitely
mean,
gonna be a
but
cliffhanger next
I
episode.
feel that, but I'm
Definitely.
like, at the same time, if you leave off on a low note, like I'm gonna just be sitting here like, yeah, nothing to really excited for. Like,
Well,
I mean, low
trust
note
me,
after the
I
last
like-
4 episodes. Fuck that. Yeah, I'll be
we're
alright.
gonna save any high note or cliffhanger for that last episode that's coming out next week.
We kind of got a high note with the episode that came out this Friday because of whatchamacallit, Megami finally getting into his groove with his cursed energy. Because I ain't gonna lie,
I like that episode a lot.
he
That
was
shit was
like-
cool.
I felt like he was a little underpowered, and I didn't want it to be a UG save him type anime.
And they kept saying throughout the whole shit like, oh, he has so much potential. Like,
and I was like, what? What do you mean? Because
oh, what potential?
yeah,
Crazy.
I will say though that little stance he kept taking, that I'm like, what is this stance, bro? Show me this move, and he still won't show me this bitch. And it's a little upsetting. I know. I did like to see him losing his mind a little bit too. He looked a little psychotic.
he got a domain, his little it's called
Oh,
domain
yeah, did you
expansion.
get the expansion? thing?
Yeah,
It kinda-
he got his own domain expansion.
What did it remind me of? It's kind of like if Sai from Naruto had a domain.
Ooh, I like that.
It's very close to the same thing. It's kind of like, it's really what he has.
No
Yeah.
cap.
And I didn't know. I was like, I fuck with it on Megami though because he still like can pull out weapons and shit, and that shit is hard.
Okay, he wasn't just getting animals like.
Mhm.
That's why I thought he was gonna be like kind of
A summoner?
and that's it.
That's a little
No,
basic.
It was gonna be I didn't like those characters because those characters were always kind of weak to
Mhm.
me in my opinion.
Absolutely.
But now with he finally unlocking his powers. He got that domain expansion. He seems like he might be able to box with Yuji now. At least we'll see.
No, he can't. You know why? Sukuna said no. Like that's exact. No one can really box with Yuji because at any moment
Sukuna said something.
he did.
At the end of
we
the
haven't
episode,
we haven't seen Sukuna at all after the second part of this for season 1,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, what did he say again? Go ahead.
He said something like that's interesting or
I
whatever.
think he
it-
felt what's his name.
Yeah,
his
he
power.
felt his
He felt the
his domain
domain
expansion.
expansion.
Yeah, basically.
I didn't know.
And he knew that it was Megami's, which is weird. Like, so he's been looking at Megami too.
He's
Like,
been keeping an
he
eye
got some
out.
power behind him. Yeah. So
Well, he already kind of made it known that if you fuck with Megami, I'm going to kill you. So Sukuna kind of made that known already because he wants
Why?
to see. He wants to see the potential, I guess. I
He
think it's
wants
one of
to-
those Hisoka type shits where he just want to see this nigga grow and get older and shit, so he can go beat his ass.
Bro,
Imagine
I
your
hate
best
it when
friend got the
villains
spirit
don't
inside
do
of
that
him.
though, because then they come up
Like,
and go,
multiple
"Oh my
you-
god, I didn't expect this." Like I swear it happens every.
I don't see.
single
I ain't gonna
show
lie.
like
Even
that.
when Sukuna's dying, I do not feel like he will be the type of nigga to be like fearing for his life. He's gonna go out with a shit. It's still fuck you anyways. Like, and that's, I just kind of I like that vibe
guess,
from
but I
him.
just really don't like that whole aspect though. Like they gon' go, "Oh, I
I don't think he's gonna be to the
misjudged you."
Hisoka extremes though. I
Oh, of
feel
course
like
not.
he's gonna be like
It might not be taken to extremes. at
feel
all,
like
but it's just the fact that they
Sukuna
don't
may
do
have
that, bro.
history with, I think Megami's family.
Is
'Cause
there
you know how he said
anyone?
Yeah.
I think a
'Cause
lot
you
of
know
people
how
have
he
this
said
little-
his
What,
dad
but didn't
left
the,
to
but didn't all
have him
that
anyway.
happen like thousands and
Oh,
thousands
you're
of years
right.
ago?
Yeah.
What did you say, Marcus? And yes, Eric, I believe I'm with that.
But I'm like, but didn't all the stuff with Sukuna, unless I'm thinking wrong and like Sukuno's not the freaking demon inside of Yuji, like,
He is.
he was alive thousands of years ago, like his junk was wrapped up for hundreds.
Oh, she's like time wise, it doesn't add up.
Yeah, that doesn't add up at all. Like even if it was his dad, like I'm talking, you would have had to
But
go like, oh,
if
our
he was
great grandfather, I threw a curse on you then. Like,
well, the Zenin clan has always been popular for whatchamacallit,
Strength, right?
strength and just being sorcerers.
Yeah, cursed energies. Yeah,
Cursed
like,
energy, yeah.
yeah. And I'm
So
like,
I think they probably were the ones that killed him or wrapped his fingers up, and maybe Sukuna senses that hate for the Zeni clan because after we got that flashback, now knowing that his parents wanted to sell him to the Zeni clan, I feel like maybe Sukuna's gonna feed into that and try to feed off his anger and use him to kill the Zeni clan. Maybe just a theory.
take over him for
Right.
real instead of Yuji.
Yeah.
I don't think
Nah.
that.
Ooh, that's a
That'd be
different
an
take. That's a different take.
Story.
I ain't gonna lie, you know what I
Imagine
thought
that.
for a second? I thought he was gonna eat a finger for a little
That's
bit.
what I was thinking too, and I was always curious. Like, he has multiple fingers spread across this world. If someone else just eats a finger, are they gonna get the same Sukuna energy?
I
inside of
think
them
definitely
like
we're gonna
Yuji?
have to cross that point where someone's gonna eat a finger just because they see what it did to Yuji.
Yeah.
But I feel like with that happening, we have to also explain why Yuji is just this different. Where this nigga can eat a finger and he's cool.
They said that early on though, that was like he's just a better vessel. Like that's it.
Nah,
So,
I
okay.
need more
Like
explanation
a
for
master
that.
vessel, but can no one else eat other fingers and get the same power that Yuji has? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I would have told you. I'll put it like this: like I got 2 different water bottles here. This one can only be filled up by so much when you eat that finger, but this one got more space.
So you feel like Yuji might just have more potential to, or
yeah,
the
so
more of
he
a cap.
He was just super athletic off rip.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Yeah,
jumping.
so it's just
Right.
like
Oh,
that
okay.
fact alone that he can just do
But
it.
why
like,
is Yuji just like that though? Jumping 20 stories in the air for no reason.
I mean, they didn't
Jumping
explain
in
that. I just
buildings and
assumed
shit. I was
Yeah.
like, okay,
that
you're
he hit that
different.
Goku training
Before he
or
ate the
something, I don't
finger, I
know.
was like,
I don't know if he had some Goku training, but he definitely had some Rock Lee weighted leg
his
kicks.
natural talent, just
Something,
just
bro.
born for it.
I don't know.
Goat.
But
I feel like next episode
Hmm?
we might. I feel like the last episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, we're gonna get a Gojo fight. And
absolutely.
I think it's going to be like it might just be a quick fight on a nigga who's fodder, but it's gonna be setting up some culture. It's gonna be so big for next season that it's gonna hype everybody up anyways. And it's a Gojo fight.
I have two theories. We might see Gojo fight. We'll see that other nigga fight, who's like the little cursed spirits or whatever. The one who actually looks kind of human.
Like with the glasses.
Not to do with the glasses. He didn't have glasses. He just be squinting a lot or look like he has no eyes the way they do the animation. He wears like a gi, not a gi, but like a
The actual curse student.
no,
Student. A JJK.
no,
Him.
no. He's of the cursed spirits, like the actual enemies. With the volcano head nigga. Remember when they were sitting in that store? Yeah,
he was the guy telling them what to do. Yeah.
I feel like he might pull up and do something.
I was expecting him to pull up way sooner, and he didn't. So I
Exactly.
don't know if they're trying to save him for next season. But
Possibly. That's what I say. It's a small theory, but my big theory is I do think Gojo will fight at the end, and maybe they do something to his powers. I feel like they're gonna try and tamper with this nigga because he's too OP.
if they give this nigga the King Julius treatment, I swear to God, I might stop watching this show.
Think so? Like that?
It's gonna
Like
piss
body
me
him
off.
for no reason.
No, not even just body him, just like depower like the strongest nigga in the show.
I feel like they're gonna do that though because what else do you do against a nigga who literally just won't let you touch him? Really, realistically, Goku cannot beat that nigga, and that's the craziest part.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie.
It's
like a cold-
overpowered.
This nigga really just has like a force field around him at all times. Like
And it's
nothing gets on
infinite.
him.
It's infinite. Like, who's stopping that? Nobody, bro.
Like, nigga just has a passive. Like, I don't know what item he got that just gave him that little power, but this nigga is just made for it. I
He's
don't know.
overpowered, bro.
I take it. No matter.
We'll say next Black Clover. Shout out to Knock. You know what I'm
I
saying?
forgot what happened. Oh yeah, it's Notch episode. Okay.
Knock, yeah. That's a cool dude. I fuck with him. He's very
Cool
simple.
dude. You know what's
Gets
crazy?
the point across.
I got spoiled about him so long ago, and
Mm.
I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" I don't know what the fuck he was. I thought he was a villain. I
Oh,
just
really?
scrolled past him on Instagram. Yeah, because niggas were like posting hella pictures. I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Mhm.
I didn't even read his name. I was like, "This is Black Clover." I thought it was some fan art or some shit. I'm like, I
Mhm.
never seen this dude before. As I scrolled past it, Can't think about it. This nigga's been the fucking vice captain of the Black Bulls the
Vice
whole time.
captain, like where have you been at? And
What?
I'm glad they explained where he was, because I
Yeah.
like no explanation. I'd have been upset. Y'all just throwing characters in at this point. But the fact that he was a spy makes sense. He has shadow magic. Jack the Ripper almost got bodied, it seemed like, by this nigga though, because when he said,
I feel like Jack was about to get put
Everybody in
together.
the room almost got bodied by
No
him.
cap.
I don't know,
Right.
I don't know about that.
He brought them spirits out. He's ready to put on everybody. I ain't gonna cap. It was one for everybody in that room. He was about to.
I
box
don't
them
feel like
all.
he ain't got the chops. He ain't got the chops for Julius. I don't care if he a kid or not. He ain't got the chops for that nigga,
What
bro.
was Julius doing with a page?
He wasn't.
That's
going,
all you
he
fucking
wasn't
need
gonna
when you got
attack Julius.
time magic. I feel like all you need
He
is
was
a
gonna
page.
attack the
This is what I
captain.
would have told you.
That
He
was
was
it.
gonna
That was
knock
it.
him out with the memory magic. That's all.
Huh?
I feel like what's
Oh, we're
called
sponsored.
Julius's assistant, Marks. Oh, we're sponsored again. But I feel like he was gonna knock him out with the memory magic.
The memory magic. Who has memory magic?
That's what
Oh, the captain, the
guy,
little assistant guy. Yeah,
the guy with the like bowl cut or whatever.
the
like,
bowl. Yeah,
Look in the head.
coke in the head, my
what's
guy.
called, that's how he always like interrogates everybody. He just like hits them with the memory magic and just reads their memory. Like
I didn't think they had to go
Wow.
that far because Julius kind of did his thing for him, but it was just like I said, one page time magic. I don't feel like that's all you need to handle anybody.
I mean, I don't know what the magic is though, so I mean,
But it seemed like Jack the Ripper, when he had a flashback, like, oh yeah, I do remember this guy. He was kicking it with Yami, but that wasn't your magic. So I want to know what his original magic is.
Yeah, he's devil possessed and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because right when he
How he
mentioned
the
it,
devil?
yeah,
I
probably
like how all these devils are getting real convenient though.
it adds up if you think about it. Because he was, he was spying on the Spade Kingdom where the devils reside.
True.
It's likely you probably got a devil that way, and probably
Killed
not.
he got it off the nigga he killed
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%.
for
He-
sure.
like,
He
fuck
bodied
that
a
guy.
nigga, or he made friends with one, or and they
Mhm.
died type shit. Yeah.
I'm more interested to see what these captains are gonna do when they finally go raid the Spade Kingdom.
They about to get washed, bro. They about to be sad.
I feel like somebody.
Okay, who you think going first though? I gotta ask. Who y'all think going first out of all the
The
captains?
captain's about to get washed first.
Yes.
Uh,
My bet is definitely that purple nigga.
I
Purple
don't think
Orca's
he's even
captain.
gonna be there. He's not
he
even
probably
gonna
not
be
gonna
in
show
the
up. Yeah, I
fight.
think gonna stay in the kingdom.
Oh my
He's smart.
god.
What you call it?
I gotta mention the finances.
Who's gonna like
Yes.
Yami? I feel like she's gonna be washed first.
Who? The Rose bitch?
Who's
Yep.
gonna stay home and guard the walls?
Charlotte.
Oh yeah. Who, what the fuck? You said Charlotte. That's her name.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
She's not
Charlotte.
gonna get a watch first, only because
She's
she's
fighting
gonna
for
have
love.
a burning love
Yeah, she's fighting for
from a
love.
fucking Yami.
They're gonna
and-
give her plot armor.
Not even that. It's just even then. I'm looking at like everybody's magic and just thinking about it for the captains. I'm like,
Those
hers is the
raps
most
ain't
like,
rap,
eh.
yeah.
I mean, do they drain mana?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Why don't
They're
they? That would be a
They're just,
great.
like, glorified poison
Oh, man,
ivy, like-
I thought that was like very simple. Like, if I had nature magic, I'm for sure draining the life out of motherfuckers. Like,
I'm
all
poison ivy
I'm
because
on,
y'all
Yeah.
been
shit, I'm like, not even life. She's really,
Facts.
she really her magic is quite literally a knockoff poison ivy in a whip. Like
you know what's
that's it.
crazy? If you really think about it, bro, from Jujutsu Kaisen, the nigga they fought with the rose on his shoulder,
It was an upgraded
was an
version of
upgraded
her,
version of her, like high key, bro.
because her junk is all contained in this whip. So it's like, all right.
Little sword whip, because he got a sword hilt. Which I'm like, what's up
Yeah.
with that? Like, can you actually just form it into a sword? Why everybody got sword now? Actually, hold on.
I mean,
Everybody
I feel
jocking off my nigga, I'll stay on it,
effectively, to
on
be
me, bro.
honest with you, like all it needed was the handle. I'm like, if you want the sword,
You know
you'll
what's definitely
just
jocking off
fix
that
the
nigga.
handle. It's
Same
the
motherfuckers
guard
who got a
thing or
sword.
whatever.
Same motherfuckers who had a sword for a while though.
I guess. I don't like it. Anyways, I like that Asta still has Yami's sword. It went inside the book and he just had it. Because
Which
it's
makes me
corrupted
think
now.
that Yami's really gonna die now, which means because he's gonna have to keep that bitch. Which is really scary.
I'm here for it. If this is the way he goes out, I'll take it.
I don't.
Not like as in like, oh
He
yeah,
just came.
the world gets flooded with demons and this is how he goes out. No, not like that.
We just can't lose Yami like that, man.
I need another fight. I need another
But
fight.
Not to getting sacrificed.
Let me find out Yami.
Exactly, like he can't die in battle for it. Nigga gotta get sacrificed. Y'all gonna sacrifice my nigga?
I mean, that's what I'm
Like,
saying. He
what?
got to die in battle, and also he needs to use Asta's giant sword, not
It's sad
the
because
katana.
he don't lose in battle for real.
Not at all. Not at all.
So like, if he dies in battle, he gotta be fighting at the top of the top.
He was already.
Exactly, and he won.
To be fair, he
What
was
the
gonna
fuck?
die. He was gonna die.
He was gonna die.
Anyone would have though, realistically. Literally, no one was winning against that nigga.
So I'm just still wondering: is Dante gonna come back as the leader,
Yeah.
or is the bone guy now still gonna run the?
Do it
the
matter?
I think Dante's still gonna come back as leader because
But
realistically,
the bone guy was talking shit, so I don't know.
Yeah, he was talking crazy. They don't have it.
he was talking crazy, but I mean that was his brother still. Like he's just
Was it his brother or his dad?
No, this is his
Brother.
brother. Like
Oh,
all
okay.
three of them are siblings.
Really?
Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, at the end of the day, I feel like he's just gonna like heal him back up and just be like, don't lose, and just go about his day. Like,
They definitely might have a squabble because I ain't gonna lie, bro might be talking a little reckless now.
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean,
do
I
think
talk
that-
crazy too if you just lost to that. Like,
Lost to
I do
what?
think For some reason, that
man, I put it like this, Chris.
now that
I
Dante
had to
lost,
go
he's
up
gonna come back
against
twice as
their
hard.
best team, and I wiped the floor with
To
them.
be fair, when that bone nigga pulled up, if you think about it, if you just think about off the top of the head, you got 2, 3, 4 arcane stage mages, a demon that you didn't know about, and then one of the arcane stages is darkness, which is anti-demon magic, basically.
I mean, I guess. but
Kind of a
I'm
recipe for fucking nigga up.
I mean, I feel that, but I'm like you. He also had the recipe for the same thing.
That Asta
He
is
real-
just
he
like
basically had
Asta
it
really
in
throws a
players
wrench in
off that
everyone's
blood magic.
plans. I'm not gonna lie.
He does.
The Asta's really a detriment to this world. Like, he just says, you know what, you don't need powers anymore. Like,
If he didn't become a Magic Knight, if niggas didn't actually bully him when they was young, and he didn't become a Magic Knight, the world would be dead. I ain't gonna cap. The
Oh, yeah, he would've been dead.
Elves would have won way back when.
fuck the Elves would have won, nigga. The Royals would have still been fucking shit up.
Probably.
The Purple Orcas would have still been tampering with shit. Cause how
Oh,
was they?
Oracles would probably fucking had a whole coup formed and shit.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. To be fair though, Julius would have handled that.
No cap.
Yeah. So,
What do you know? He would have got washed by bro again.
I ain't gonna lie.
Same way.
Don't disrespect him like he got washed. Don't say that.
He would have got washed by bro again the
he
same way because
traded.
he would have got sacrificed against the kingdom because he chose their lives over his. Of course.
I will say also, now that I'm thinking about it, who else has reincarnation magic? Because that's lucky 3 of them we've seen: the zombie nigga, the Golden Dawn captain, and Julius. They just
King.
and if you think about it, and if you
original was the king.
not reincarnation, but just more so getting a second chance. And if you think about it, what's his name? Rogue the cat. She also be blessing motherfuckers with the second chance.
I
So-
I
mean,
had a cup down here.
I wouldn't even say that, Chris. I mean, I put it like this:
Yeah.
with Tangents or whatever, he just basically healed who he could before they died. Cause
No, they had a life seed. He stored the version of themselves in that seed,
Yep.
and it just
I mean, whatever it was, but either way it went though, like the people that died. Like,
No,
he could
no,
really,
because
like-
it was too long after the death. That's what it was.
yeah. It
That's
was
why I
like
say
he
what
could really
is-
help a lot of them.
It wasn't healing. He was really bringing niggas back to life. Like, died.
Mm-hmm.
So it was not healing. That's
what
what
you call it.
I don't know. It's a little weird how everyone has their own little thing.
I would put it like this: he gives a second chance like 3 seconds after your death. Like,
Pretty
that's
sad.
it.
I ain't gonna lie. You know what anime? Well, that's anime. The way they elongate the battle
Now,
and shit
but
like that.
don't do all
Yeah.
that now. You know the Frieza fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too.
that's the go-to. I swear to God, yeah, that one should not have lasted that long. But as far as Black Clover, I will say I like that. I like how Knock came into the room also. I think command their respect. Like, look, I ain't been here, but I run shit. I just want y'all to know that. Put up the gang behind him, and they had to recognize this is a real ass nigga. Cause y'all gonna stop this demon hate. Y'all gonna stop that when the big demon come around. And I like that he gonna train Asta as well. I like that a lot, and I want to see that more. Of that, and I can't
I'm
wait.
interested to see on what are they training him to do. Like, I want
Well,
to.
Devil.
They're training his
No.
devil connection. It seems like because he lost his connection,
All I
didn't
know
they?
is I swear to God, if he comes back with a little chibi devil, I'm gonna be mad.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
I'm not mad
I
at
wouldn't
that.
be.
The only reason I'd be
That means
mad at
already
it is
increased
because I
somewhat,
I
right?
just don't want him to straight up copy him. Like, I want him to have his own kind of thing.
Well, if you notice,
think
it
her-
does seem like the devil does talk. Well, the stronger your connection gets, your devil does talk out loud at least now.
I think that Nox Devil is that's just his magic with that devil is a little like pet powers, you know.
Because
That's
he
why
can
I
already
don't
summon
want
other
him to have his
motherfuckers. It
own-
seems like he kind of just keeps himself summoned.
That's why I don't want Asta to have his own little chibi, because I'm sitting here like, no,
I ain't gonna lie.
Knock have his thing. You feel me?
I'm
Like,
here. I'm here for a talking sword. Talking sword sound pretty cool.
I hear for that one.
I know, it's talking shit. Yeah, talking sword. Don't do that, y'all. That's gonna be a little corny. Can't fake it.
gonna be on some motherfucking Soul Eater shit.
Yeah.
Soul Resonance now. Like I'm good.
Yeah, that's a real copy off. Is that all for Black Clover? Do y'all have any other points I want to make?
That's about I got for right now. Yeah.
Oh, also, do y'all think he kept that Dimension Slash? Do you think that's in the sword, or do you think that's Yami?
That's Yami.
Do you think Asta learned it though from visuals? Because it looked, I swear, it looked like that last slash Asta did in that fight with Yami's katana.
He probably learned the form.
It just looked a little strong,
do it, but he effectively can't
It was strong. It was nothing but a clean slash. That was it.
Okay, all right, we'll move on.
Yeah, because I mean, all it is the form of a slash. Like he just did the direct form, like how it would have been martial arts real life type junk. Like he can't do his own dimension slash because that's not his magic.
He's learned that. All right, we'll go to Promised Neverland. Now I'm not gonna put the most recent episode, but I did see like a little bit when I went to go load into it. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna let you take the wheel, E, because you've seen it. Go ahead, or Marcus, because I know you're eating.
Yeah,
Boy, I didn't see it either. Hey, remember?
Oh no! Well, the other episode too. We have at least another episode to talk about, don't we? Or no? Yeah, we do. Actually, I got to talk about it. God damn it! I was pissed about this. What's up with Emma trying to save all these lives, man? You have been a slave and getting fed on by these demons, and now you want to save their life? Get it together, man. I'm not happy about this. It's very annoying to see these goody two shoes motherfuckers. I just want some vengeance. Get an Aaron on this show. I swear to God, to do numbers. And not to mention, shout out to Norman, bro. He had the balls to do what needed to be done.
Him for the vengeance.
At this point. But to be fair, though, I ain't gonna lie, Emma got.
Don't know.
To be fair, Emma got lucky because I swear to God, if that old demon, the old nigga, if he didn't have that little pen cap, because if he died, obviously they wouldn't have found it. Because she got lucky, they found out the information they needed. I guess Norman and the other, what are they called? Are they? They're not really humans anymore, are they? They're kind of like mutants
Subjects?
now. We're gonna call them mutants for the sake of the show. The other mutants pretty much they got whatchamacallit. I guess they had the same type of shit as Attack on Titan, where they gonna die after a couple of years. Found a cure, all this other shit. It's a very way smarter plan. I like this new plan, but the way we got there, Emma, you got to kill somebody, and they gonna show us that they gonna force Emma to kill somebody because it's not gonna be nothing else she can do.
I don't think they're gonna force her to kill somebody.
Well, make that decision.
Yeah, it's gonna be like some Saw type junk. To well, you can say
she's gonna be forced to kill someone.
That's what. Well,
not by someone else, but like the situation. She's gonna be forced to kill something, obviously.
Yep.
But y'all don't know, man. That episode 10 really changed a lot, bro. That's
talk to me. Talk to me. Sell it to me.
It changed a lot, man. Like,
and fuck that bald-headed ass nigga too. It's always a motherfucker with this. I want to trade on people. I hate that shit.
Motherfucker with the scars in his head.
Yes, fuck that bald ass nigga. He mad because off rip, Norman was smarter than this nigga. He's like, why is a kid smarter than this nigga? I know that crushed his ego. I know it pissed him off. He just mad, bro. He a number 2 ass nigga, and he can stay that way because he want to go suck up to the enemies. But go ahead.
Mad because he ain't hit them books.
Bro, you don't know. That episode 10, I just... Whew, okay. I'll tell you what. Do y'all care about spoilers, bro?
Is it worth I should just go watch it? Because we're at 50 minutes now.
Go fucking watch it, bro. Cause,
go watch it? Alright.
Your reaction probably gonna be crazy because the shit you talk about on that episode 9, literally it comes up like on like you're gonna be glad that Emma is a goody fucking two. I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
You'll be glad.
Here's Smack talking to her.
She pissing me off right now. I will say also, we're gonna talk about future anime because spring anime is coming to a close. As you've noticed, a lot of animes are ending. We have a lot of cue the sad music. We got a lot of new IPs coming though, which is good, and one remaster.
It's not alcohol. It's just tea, by the way. I know it looks like a nice bottle, a nice cup of whiskey, but you know it's just tea.
Yeah. We have Shaman King. It's supposed to be really good. It's a revamp, I guess. And
Shaman King?
Yeah,
a lot of people keep telling me that that's supposed to be good.
It's supposed to be really good.
I've not heard of that one.
Check it out. It's pretty much about this
stupid old.
Yeah, stupid old. There will be. It's pretty much about this tournament to become the Shaman King. So I think it'll be pretty good. We'll see more about that. I don't want to give too much about it, obviously. We got My Hero coming back this week, actually, 5 days from now.
On Friday?
You know it's gonna
Yeah,
be
Saturday probably. Friday or Saturday, one or the other.
So
Even if it is it's low key 2 weeks until spring anime begins. So I think that's why they sent this first episode out so early. Because week 2 is when all these other stuff will come out. Because the Shaman King doesn't come out for 10 days. I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know what that says. But you ever seen this anime? It's called How to Summon a Demon King. Comedy at
a Demon Lord, yes, I remember that show.
Season 2
That show was
comes out.
funny.
Season 2 comes out in 2 weeks.
How Summon a Demon Lord. That sounds mad
That
familiar.
show's actually funny. I like that.
It's just another story about some dude being OP, and it's kind of funny because the characters around him. That's all. Megalobox Season 2, which I'm fucking with this. I needed this.
This one.
Nomad.
Not what I was expecting at all.
At
But
all.
I'm not mad. I'm getting it. This
Dark
just came
Horse.
out of nowhere announcement, and I'm happy. My boy
Um,
does all the shit. That's all I care about.
Okay, so while I'm thinking about it, who y'all think is the UA trader?
Trader?
Oh yeah, that's a theory going around. There's a UA trader amongst
No,
some,
they said it didn't show. It was like they think they got a trader amongst them.
like one of the kids, like one of the students.
No, the teachers. Like they had.
Oh,
an
the
actual thing about
teachers.
that, like season 2.
I don't remember this, but I don't know. If you gotta, I gotta think about that. Talking about one of the teachers.
The teachers like were with the principal, and they were like, "I think there's a traitor amongst
it's the
us because the freaking the League of Villains,
Not
they got too much information. Like there's just no way you feel
That
me?"
is
So was
true.
like,
They
"It's
have
not-"
had a lot of information.
So they was like, "It's no way that they're just a step above us." So then that's when the principal was like, "I think there's a traitor amongst us somewhere, and we just gotta figure it out." And they just said it.
I
on the
thought it
low
was
key to,
when-
like present Mike and Eraserhead.
I thought it was one of the students. Now, hear me out. I'll tell you why. I wouldn't have seen it all over in social media that everyone thought it was a student for the longest.
I mean, I can see what you're
Two,
saying.
because they've only attacked Class 1A. For real, directly. Remember in the
put
beginning with
all up
that
to the fact
festival?
that they know that Deku has freaking one for all.
They do not, because Shigaraki would have captured him instead in the beginning when they pulled up.
The only reason I wouldn't say they was gonna capture him, just on the strength that they want that quirk gone.
Well, you remember at the time they didn't know All Might pass this thing on. They don't even know he can pass it on.
Nah, what's Scarlet? All for one knew.
Oh, all for one knows. Okay, then yeah, everybody knows that shit. At that point,
I'm about to say all for one knows because
he probably keeps it a wrap on it though.
after
Actually,
the first season, he straight up told him who he passed it on to,
oh yeah,
like,
he
it's
did.
like-
Yeah.
like straight out the gate.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm looking at a picture of all of UA staff,
Mhm.
and you say this might be a teacher.
Stream.
Who's the,
I need to see
Let me
these
stream
options.
it.
Yeah, so I can see these
I don't
options.
know.
too.
I don't know specifically if it's a teacher or a student. I just know the fact that
Yeah, well,
Principal Nezuko with Eraserhead and what's called it Present Mike were saying that it might be a traitor.
okay. As far as
I think it's the principal.
fuck no.
In my
Only reason I
opinion,
wouldn't say it's the principal is because he the one that brought it up.
Yeah, you
It
wouldn't
always
like.
motherfuckers
instantly.
bring it up,
And it
though,
wouldn't
like-
it wouldn't make very much sense for the principal to even worry about
It's
it.
for
then.
show cement toss. Look at that nigga face. Look
Or
at that nigga
Snipe,
face,
dog. I ain't
dog.
gonna lie. Snipe is a dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Sniper real lesson. He tried to end the show in season 1.
Yeah, y'all saw that? They was not letting the bitches go. He was
Look,
not
they bet
stopping.
not get that
every
nigga
bullet.
automatic. This will be a real problem.
It's definitely
To
not
be
Gran
honest
Torino.
with you,
I don't
I
think it's
feel
teacher.
like it's either the guy with the clones there, the
Him?
yep, him.
He's too
Or I
obvious.
feel like it's Vlad.
He's too obvious. I thought ectoplasm first, too. He's too obvious. It's never the nigga with the trench coat.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
not that.
Ectoplasm.
It's his
Oh
ability.
hell no! I want to get him looking like that in the manga. Where? Let me zoom in. What the fuck is
That
that?
I know that his
Oh,
ability is
no.
him literally making clones.
I was gonna be useful for being double
It is.
agent.
It's
and shit.
extremely useful, and I'm like, the class 1B guy, what's called it, Vlad. He no information is known about him. How many times real life have y'all seen him?
How many
For
times
the
in real life
amount
have
of
you seen
times that
Class B for
1B
real?
is on screen,
They're not. All,
there's no way you don't see him.
it's just a class though. When you see Class 1A, you don't always see
stats.
Eraserhead.
You don't. I admit that, but I'm like,
It's just a class.
You do have a nice ratio though, where you see Eraserhead a lot.
That's because 1A is the main cast, and
I know,
he's
and
their
I
teacher.
feel that, and I feel that, and I feel that. But I'm like, now try to apply that ratio to Class 1B.
Well, to be fair, also,
like they don't even seem like they got a teacher.
you'll see more of Vlad King, I think, in season 5 because the thing that's going on. I think they're doing a training, a group training session.
Last time they did a group training session, you still didn't see him.
But they're actually they're boxing each other like in teams.
I have never seen this
So,
nigga in
I
Class
don't know.
1B.
Maybe, yeah, like Class 1B got a lot of motherfuckers.
A lot of them like just
like.
sit on the
Are we
side,
gonna
like,
talk
you don't know
about
him
this
for real.
nigga?
Who is this nigga? What?
Oh, his superpower is actually cool. It's like it's like onomatopoeia. Like he says something and it just like happens. Like if he
So you got
says
cursed
boom,
speech.
almost basically.
Okay.
Like if
Okay.
he says like boom, it happens. Like if he says zap,
I
it
fuck with
happens.
bro.
Like all in a comic book faction. It's really funny.
I would. I
That's
like.
weird.
That's a fun power to have. You can just do a
No
lot
doubt.
with that.
Like
Why
it's
you look
fun
like
and
that,
it's actually
though?
strong. That's
This
why I
nigga
like
head
it.
is really a fucking comet bubble.
I need to
Yes,
see.
and it
So he's
moves
got to
like
be in
it
this
and
next.
everything.
He's got to be in season 5. I need to see this man scrapping.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in season 5 or not, but I know I really like his power. So,
That's hilarious.
Like I said, yeah, they're scrapping for
It could be one of the big three. I don't know.
1A versus 1B, or they're just fighting it out. So I think we should see a lot of more of all these characters in 1B personally. But
oh, you
Class
know what?
2A?
It could be
What
the
is
guy with
that?
the brainwashing power.
nah,
Who's Class 2A?
nah.
I'm going too far.
You are you gonna see some shit. Like, if it was anybody,
That's genius.
do y'all think it was anyone from Class 1A? Or y'all just nah?
If it is, it's Mineta.
You think it's Mineta? Everybody.
Mineta.
Nah, bro.
The common consensus is Kaminari, the electric nigga, because like they're just like, why is he this weak with his powers? And that whole he's playing dumb, or they're saying that he's playing dumb. He's not really short circuiting his brain. That was the common
Toru.
idea.
In Class 1A, the Invisible Girl. What?
To be
Like-
fair, I mean,
It's easy.
easy.
I mean, yeah, you're right. It could be Kaminari. I see what you're talking about
Buddy
there.
is a whole
My
Pokemon.
thing though is with the Kaminari one. I'm like, if you know not the general consensus, but you know how they do like that thing where they introduce each character
Mm-hmm.
and all that. They straight up kind of do say like from the the introduction's perspective that's what happens to them.
That is true. That is true.
It could be trying to
Throw
throw
you
you
off,
that way.
yeah.
I don't think it's Kaminari though. I really don't.
Even then, even if
I
he
just feel like
does
he's
short circuit
underpowered.
his brain,
He's
whatever.
underpowered. I feel like he's way stronger.
I don't
bro.
think he's underpowered. I don't think they've just.
He's
really
not
shown him
underpowered. I'll tell you that
great.
because
I feel like he's really strong with his quirk.
he could be. He could be really strong.
He's-
It's just the
Especially
fact
now
that
'cause
he has
he's
like
been
lightning
training.
resist. Air has
Bro, his
lightning
biggest
resistance.
problem-
It's hard to travel.
His biggest
And I
problem was that
understand
he
that.
couldn't shoot
Stamina.
lightning. He couldn't
The big
shoot.
problem was
He couldn't
can shoot
aim.
lightning,
No, he
just-
couldn't aim it. Remember? That's why he has a little gadget now where he shoots it now.
I know why, because like all science will back the fact
hard
that you
to
can't
aim
just shoot lightning.
Yeah, like
You literally can't. Like that's not really
can't
a
just
thing. You
two-finger
can't
that
just
boy.
like shoot it. So I'm fine with that. And,
That's
you
what
know,
Black
like,
Lightning did. But hey, it's a different show,
It's-
different folks.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. I'm like
Um,
this show has a lot of roots where you can say science backed a lot of a stuff. Like, or I didn't care much.
It's a show
but-
finna be 13. That's who the villain is. My nigga Black Hole.
it's gonna be power.
Only
Lord,
reason
bro.
I say no on that is because
Power
why
Lord.
would she be protecting the students and why would the villains attack her?
I mean, you gotta sell it, right? I'd shoot the
No,
fuck
they
out.
almost killed
If
her.
if I'm undercover, I'll shoot the fuck out of one of you niggas. It'd be an arm shot,
No, not
but you know.
the dude with the portal almost killed her.
Hit.
And I'm like, that wasn't selling nothing. She almost died. Like, I don't care.
Facts. We are in 58 minutes, so I'm gonna run through the rest of the
Let me
animes.
find out it's my man's power loader.
Chill
That's what I'm saying.
out. Chill out.
I haven't seen him in a while.
We don't need to, bro.
Nah, not when you the man giving everybody upgrades and junk.
He got a 5 out of 5 out of power too. He's strong, man.
Let me find out. Wait, why is he looking kind of fast? You got above average speed for no reason.
I mean, when your whole ability is having a machine on you, then yeah.
You think you
I hope.
you just powered up like that. Okay.
I hope you faster than the average Joe. Like,
mm,
If you're a pro hero, you better be faster than that average.
Let's be honest. We
Well,
seen
I'm
that
talking like
race in the sports
average
festival.
pro hero.
A lot of them motherfuckers was really slow.
The
So.
pro heroes?
Oh, you said pro. Well, I mean, they're all trying to be pros if you think about it.
Yeah, I'm saying if you're a pro hero though, you
Power
better
loader
be, you
is
better
a
not be
pro
slow.
hero. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That nigga's a mechanic. But
I know.
I mean, he's a mechanic,
He's
but he's still a pro
41.
hero.
Yeah, bro, he's retired. That's really
41.
that's why he works at the school. He's retired pro hero. That's why. Yeah, this other
Yeah.
one. We got a
Was
lot.
that all your upcoming spring animes or
Nowhere
what?
near. There's a couple. This one's there. Some of them are in Japanese, so I won't, try and
Be able to read them.
butcher it. But Eric,
Mhm.
Fairy Tale. That space
Oh.
one,
Yeah. I forgot
I-
the name of it.
Eden Zero.
Yeah, Eden Zero. That's coming.
Comes
That's
out in
coming
like
out this spring.
20 days.
Oh, that's actually coming out with a show?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a
Oh.
shot.
I'm
I don't know what exactly it's about. I'm gonna give it a shot though.
I watched
I
the
like-
trailer. I ain't gonna lie, beginning of the trailer, I was a little nervous. It seemed like
Fairy Tale copy.
not even. I didn't.
Clone.
There's no magic.
Well, I can tell you for sure.
There's
it's
no
this
clone,
one
but the
girl that
characters
looked
look just
almost
like.
No, I'm saying there's no magic.
Yeah.
Yes, there are clones. Yeah, motherfuckers look like each other, but they are not the same.
Like they even brought back Happy, but I don't think it's Happy. Like
Yeah,
It's not.
it's not. We got a couple anime. There's this thing called Mars Red. Takes place in 1923, and it's like I guess vampires have existed for a while, and I guess they coexisted or something like that. Same action, sci-fi. I'll look more into that. We also have where the fuck did it go? No, not that. It was. This is. No, I'm not gonna talk about that one. That one looked a little weird to me. So far, yeah, really. I don't know how to pronounce this other one in Japanese, but it's about this kid wandering around in the Arctic regions of North America. He meets a wolf. They become friends, and they depend on each other to survive. So it's kind of like adventure and drama. And I guess the relation between them is really good. They say that the wolf is more than meets the eye, and the boy has a history. So I'm assuming both of them are. I don't know. Seems like it'll be really good. Comes out in 20 days as well. So. A couple new stuff to look out for. Definitely have to give some fresh opinions on. I'm always here for new IPs. I feel like more anime should do this. You can stop streaming, by the way, if you want. And yeah, definitely more. I'm definitely here for more new IPs, not just continuations.
for
I'm
sure.
here for it.
Mhm.
I just don't want them to like do stupid stuff that the other ones would have. You feel me? Like,
What do you mean?
okay, so put it like this: like I want them to learn from their mistakes eventually.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm on. So
Absolutely.
I'm like, say like Fairy Tale or whatever. Like
if Eden
this
Zero is
didn't
a
work.
copy paste and just power of friendship.
Yeah, I
type shit.
wouldn't want you to do that same thing in Fairy Tale. Like Happy darn near felt like a useless character a lot of time. He was beloved as ever, but he felt like a useless character
He was
sometimes.
just there for. I mean, Minetta's useless.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, and
That's
I
just a
hope
comedic
they
relief
don't,
character.
they don't give
It's
him
just
a lot of
comi-
screen time. Like,
I mean,
for
it's a
at least
comedic relief.
Minetta.
It's
Yeah,
com-
and I feel that, and I'm like, sometimes it just ain't needed though.
everybody
at
can
all.
have value, bro.
The power of friendship is not needed though.
That's
yeah,
not
definitely
that's not yeah. But there's no magic. When I watched the trailer, they kind of had like tattoo tech scars. It looks like there might be like maybe technomancy at best.
Man, that look like.
And the
some
main
wrong
character was
magic.
motherfucking moving like he had an after image. So it seemed pretty cool. And yeah, I know it is technically in the same realm, but it wasn't like the same magic we have been seeing in Fire Force in Fairy Tale.
No, you're right.
I mean, you say
I did
that,
hear
and
there's
to
no
me,
magic
it
in this
sounds
world.
like some rune
And there's gun-
magic type joint.
Yeah, that's what it looked like a lot, like runes on people's skin, like kind of like Ogun. They had guns too and spaceships. This is more in space and more robots.
Yeah.
Or there are robots in rephrase. Plenty of them too. Like
I do know
strapping.
that there's not magic in this show or whatever. It's more like whatever the fuck you were talking about. It could be technomancy, but it was a thing when he dropped the manga some years ago that magic was not a thing that was supposed to be in this anime. So
And it looks like
we'll
more
see.
like enhancements, like to body. Like they were just throwing hands when I saw it. And
Let me
like I said,
find
bro
out.
had a
Speaking
gun.
Cyberpunk
So
Part 2.
basically. But that's it for anime news, really. Can't wait to see spring anime. I'm looking forward to it. Nothing too crazy, but I'm here for it.
No cap.
I did look ahead also. Bad news. I looked ahead to summer anime. I'm assuming a lot didn't get new maybe put on here yet. But I didn't see anything good for real besides like one or two things.
Yeah, you probably didn't get a
Probably
lot
didn't
of
get
release
a
dates
whole
for
lot
certain
of
things.
reviews or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. Now Eric, god damn it, look here.
Mhm.
Reincarnation of a Slime is going to end, and part 2 of the season will pick up in July. That gives you a lot of fucking time to watch this shit. Roll your eyes if you want to. It's good. God damn it.
It has just gotten good again too with the freaking fights.
That motherfucker said I'm gonna
Yeah.
kill. He's like, they killing motherfuckers and shit, but whatever. It is what it is. Go ahead with your gaming
Die
news.
every day, B.
Huh?
Niggas die every day.
Okay, Aaron. Goddamn, you ain't graced. Sick of you niggas. What you gonna do? How you going? Shoot me? Jump me? Like an old nigga? Man.
Man, well, we on the gaming news now.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
Starting with something light and short. Some might even call it a flop. Cyberpunk. Some patch notes. I'm not even gonna read you these whole patch notes, but
Thank
this is
God.
supposed to be patch 1.2.
They finally got an actual patch.
They dropped one before this, but this is supposed to be the final
The big one.
patch they do before after they after this one's supposed to be free DLC coming out. Yeah,
Mhm.
but I'll put a picture of their roadmap on screen whenever.
Sound
But
like they trying to pull the Assassin's Creed, throw some free DLC
the big
around.
thing
Some of their-
I took off these patch
That's
notes because there's a lot of technical talk and still it didn't say much. But the big thing I took off is they fixed the spawns of the police and shit and how they can match you because the police system was fucking dog water.
Was it like
Niggas-
that? They just appeared?
You'll commit one crime and niggas would just appear behind you, right behind you, out of nowhere, every time.
That's not okay.
Yeah, it was just annoying and they didn't really chase you either. It was weird. You can run right down the block and they wouldn't follow you. It was weird. It was stupid. So apparently they got the police fixed and they work how they should, like actual
That
cops.
reminds me of like old GTA, man. Like I'll just go right
Yeah.
into the paint job store and just change my car one shade color of that same blue, and I'm just
No
like,
cap.
oh,
It was really
please.
I don't see why it was such a problem that they had to wait so long to fix it because it seems like a really simple fix, but
Okay, need more time in the oven. They cut too many corners. That's what it was.
yeah.
I mean,
That's all on that.
I don't know. I'm never gonna knock devs for time on there, just knowing.
It's
how
not the
it feels
devs'
to
fault.
code.
It was
Yeah,
definitely
it was the producer's fault, right? Wasn't it?
the publishers who
Publishers,
were
yeah.
asking for the game to constantly get dropped. The shareholders
It
who
was
had
too
money
soon.
in this shit.
Yeah, it was too
Yeah.
soon, bro. And shareholders need to not have an effect on their process. You don't know what you're doing with this art form. Because essentially that's what you're doing when you create something like that. This is your art. You don't know what you're doing with my art. Just like I don't know what you're doing with yours. So why would you tell me what to do when I need
I
to
don't even
drop
be
it?
on that. It's the fact that they got to take time to make junk. At the end of the day, that's all.
And to be fair, they had a lot of time, but COVID happened. Shit gets set back, brother. And it was a huge game.
That was the thing, yeah.
I feel what people saying. Talking about they had a lot of time. Like I said, man.
No,
I
they
just,
had
I
a lot
just
of
know what
time.
it's like the
Like,
code with
they
some
still
junk,
got
bro. Like
set
that
back.
junk's tough. Like
Mhm.
it ain't all like everybody was saying. Is all I be on.
I know, I'm saying, but they definitely did have a lot of time. The game was already in development for
The
4
decade?
years.
4?
Not
Oh,
a decade.
okay. 4
They
years.
announced
Years is
still.
relatively short, to be honest
They
with you.
announced it a decade ago,
Mhm.
but they were still doing other games when they announced it. It wasn't. They didn't work on it yet.
Okay.
They didn't start working on it until like
2016.
2014, 2015, so 5 to 6 years in
Okay.
development,
That's a lot of time.
which is
Half
that's
a
a lot of
decade. That's what I
time.
was thinking.
For a developer, that's honestly not the longest.
Uh,
To be honest,
it's
no,
not the
that's like
longest.
a
It's
more.
not the longest ever, but that's a very long time for a game. And it
For
should've
somebody to
been
be
ready.
waiting, I'll admit that's a long time. But as a developer standpoint part, like in somebody that be coding and all that, that's like an average time. Like that's
What
not
I was
nothing
saying,
super serious.
I wouldn't even say it's average because I follow a lot of game developers and other people who do make games on.
Well, you gotta remember though
and they
too,
constantly
the
say,
biggest thing about this one, the team size, quite literally.
the team size only got bigger.
Yeah, it's a triple
Yeah,
title.
and that's what
ain't
I'm
it?
saying. I'm like, so that's
Oh.
why I would have told you I feel your points because of the fact of this is a big development team.
What I will
as
say-
far as I know, it's CG Project Red. Like,
What I will say is,
It only got bigger over time, though. is
it
what I'm
definitely
saying,
shouldn't have been as bad as it was. They
Mhm.
had enough time for it to have maybe minor bugs, maybe 1 or 2 major bugs with a
oh
patch.
yeah, for sure.
Because of COVID, they had a year got knocked off. So if it was 6 years, now you're working 5, still working with 5 years.
the
But
game
the
wasn't done.
but the idea that it's a single player game and it's like this, unacceptable to me. I feel like with a multiplayer game, you have different elements to take in. With a single player
Yeah,
game, it's really your universe. You're only gonna let the player do what you allow. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of the shit they were supposed to include got cut. They cut a lot of the story out.
Yeah.
I'm just on the
So
fact
like,
that
that's
I'm
how I
like,
know the game was ready.
for
Over
a
5 or 6 years of
team that's
development,
like
I
that,
could have used more shit.
then it's sad. Like, knowing that you were a big name, top dog type development team is sad. Now, if you take something, other kind of game where I know the studio's like really small, like say Valheim. Valheim took like 15 years to make and it's still like this.
Yeah, but
Like-
Valheim is fine. Keep it a bang.
Yeah, as a game, it's fine. I'm just saying,
Like,
like,
I
you know,
don't-
like it's not.
I've not had
it's
any
not
bugs
the
with
prettiest thing
Valheim.
ever. It's not like the horrible thing ever. Like, you feel me? It's fine. Like, but what's called? That's why I'm like, for a development team that big and getting that many things wrong, it's unacceptable. That's what I'd be on.
You said how long did Valheim have?
If I remember right, it was at least 10 years. 10
I'm
years.
gonna
I wanna
have-
say 15.
I'm gonna fact check that because that sounds
Okay,
like a
fact check.
dog shit amount of time. But Eric, do you have any more
that's
gaming
a long,
news?
that would
No,
be
that's
a
a
long
really long
time,
time.
and like and I know as like somebody that would sit there and all that, like it takes a long time to write just like one little line of code sometimes, dog, for one thing. Like you might be like
True.
honestly a week on one item.
True.
Yeah, but it's 5 people. I just looked. There was 5 people working on it. That's
Yeah.
why.
That's
Like
true.
that makes.
Yeah, small
very small
studio, whatever. I understand. And that's why I'm like, for a studio of that size for CJ Project Red, and they didn't get all.
There
like,
was
a lot of
at
things went
least,
wrong.
I want to say, a team of 35 people working on this game.
Yeah, and they got
They
that many
could've
things
announced it
wrong,
at
and on top of
least.
that, they had experience. Like they had a blockbuster game just beforehand in The Witcher. Like you had
Exactly.
experience.
And no game is really gonna drop perfect. Like no one
Yeah.
was.
Oh yeah, I
expecting
don't
any
expect it to be perfect at
bugs.
all, but it's just
No one.
it's just
The
really
Witcher
that
3
they
dropped
had.
bugs. The Witcher 3 was heavily buggy when it came out, but
Mhm.
no one expected a perfect game. But when they dropped this one, it was just a mess. Like it was damn near unplayable at sometimes. Like
Really like that bad? Not to mention, I just didn't like the fact that they
it
didn't.
crashes a lot too, bro. It's really
They should have
annoying.
put the. I don't know if they had the option to, but they should have put their foot down and said, "No, we're going to make a next gen version." Also, they definitely should have done that because that
Yes.
feels cheap to me. The fact that motherfuckers bought a next gen console to have to play the old gen version. What the fuck? Like, why would I want to buy
mean,
it now?
To be fair to them, if it took them 6 years to make it and all that,
It was supposed to come out on original gen consoles first.
yeah, I was about
And
to
that's
say, I
fine,
think
right? But why did it only take a couple months to make the next gen port
Anyway.
then?
ports don't
That's-
happen that fast, Chris. Either.
Well, no,
Yeah.
because Eric, when did they drop that next gen port? January, didn't they?
They still didn't drop it.
I thought it was still. I could be bugging.
Yeah,
then.
ports take
What?
kind
It's
of
still
a
not
hot
out. They were
second to
supposed to
make.
drop it, but
Okay,
after
so they're
all the
supposed
shit-
to.
They were supposed to drop it, but after all the shit the game got for being trash anyway, it said no, we're gonna wait and get the game fixed first and then do all that dropping.
Okay,
So-
so. Okay, well, all right.
But excuse me.
It's still
On to our
supposed to be here
next
this
game
year.
news.
I just looked it
Yeah,
up.
it's still supposed to come this year, but we'll see. Really,
Yeah.
I doubt it.
They might just cut it.
They're not coming
Yeah.
out this year.
It's not gonna cut it. It's the next gen port. You're gonna need that to drop that.
Oh, not the
eventually,
port. I'm saying as far as
Uh,
it feels like they might drop this game. If it's just gonna keep
but They're
being
not
this
gonna drop
bad.
it. They put too much money into
You
it.
like
Too many
think so?
years.
Okay, I
And
respect
the
that.
shareholders lost a lot of money anyways, so they definitely want them niggas.
It's
to
their
actually-
fault. And I need people to start
It's their
realizing
fault.
that. I
It's
need
their
people.
fault, but
I hope the
They
people
definitely gotta
realize
want that
that.
money back, so they're gonna have to see some more work into the game. So,
And they got to put some more money into it.
hmm
Run it.
but yeah, I think y'all heard about this, but so Gotham Knights got delayed till next year. It's another game that bites the dust. You know, fucking probably expect a lot more games that you want to come out this year to probably end up getting delayed until next year too.
And it's
So,
like
I
I
just
wanted
don't want
Gotham
a
Knights so
spellbound
bad.
situation, bro, where they say delayed and then it don't ever come out. Like, that's all
oh
I'm
yeah,
on.
it goes into delay hell. Yeah, it just never comes out.
Jesus Christ! I mean, music does that
I
shit too.
don't think that's gonna happen, but I hope that this
Okay.
being delayed into next year doesn't mess with the dropping of Suicide Squad, because that's why I was hoping that they were gonna drop this first, because they're dropping a Suicide Squad game next year, and I hope that doesn't interfere with like both sales of the titles. So if this one drops next year too, are they gonna push back Suicide Squad?
I hope not. I think that's kind of how that's going to work. If it's the same company that's dropping them, which I'm assuming
If
it
it's
is.
the same company, then yeah. If
Who
not,
was making Gotham City Knights, by the way? Do you guys know? I can look it up. But...
No, Rocksteady's making Suicide Squad. Rocksteady is the people who made the Batman games, but I think Gotham Knights.
WB Games. Montreal.
WB Games. Yeah, that's
yeah, I guess. I mean,
that's
they got
DC.
somebody backing them.
Basically.
Yeah, they got Warner Brothers, but I think are they publishing it or are they developing it?
See, the
WD is a publisher, if I'm not mistaken.
They're developing it.
Oh,
Just
shit.
developer, WB Games, Montreal. So,
Okay.
but I'm not sure what other
So
games
it
they
might not
made.
interfere then. They made a few.
I hope so. I hope they got some type of experience.
They got a lot of shit under their belt. It's WB. Yeah.
They got all the
Next thing on the list. Yeah, I told you. But they're publishing it because I know Rocksteady made the Batman games.
Well, they're the developer of this one. They just said, "Fuck it, this is us." So.
Unless they just completely bought out Rocksteady and now Rocksteady works under WB.
Ooh.
That could be a thing.
Let me check that out now.
But in some more news, that Square Enix showcase.
Yep.
You guys
Warner Brothers.
seen anything of that?
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, it did.
Mm.
Okay, that
It's
makes
just
sense.
parent
now.
organizations.
So it is the same people then.
Same piece. Same
So
people. I'm here for it.
It might get pushed back then.
Yeah,
it might end up getting pushed back.
Definitely.
Which kind of hurts my heart. So I wanted to play the Suicide game more. Than
Really?
Gotham Knights.
Who did you want to play in
Yeah.
the Suicide Squad, though? I gotta ask that.
The Suicide Squad game just seemed more fun to play, in my opinion. Like Gotham Knights seemed fun, like fucking you play with friends. But Suicide Squad, that story I feel like that's gonna hit, bro.
Isn't it? You don't think
Suicide
it's
Squad
gonna...
versus the Justice League.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. I didn't know it was versus the Justice League.
Yes, in the trailer, the first nigga who pulls up on him is evil Superman. So I'm like, I know it's gonna be fun. Like,
Okay, hold on,
game. And I think that one's co-op too. So
that's meat.
I feel like that story was just gonna hit way more. That's why I was more excited for the Suicide. That's why.
It depends on how they're doing it. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I seen the Gotham Knights, it seemed more like it was just gonna be just like Batman Arkham Asylum. You just got two motherfuckers in the city. But with the way Suicide's coming out, was it look like the same way, or are they doing that Avengers?
They didn't
bullshit?
show gameplay. No, it's definitely not gonna be a game as a service.
I don't need that game. I don't need no in-game. I don't need
definitely not gonna
that.
be a game
Just
as
give
a
me.
service. It's gonna be a story game. It's gonna be just like a co-op story game, or
You can give me a story game and just give me XP. Give me a skill tree. That's all I want.
I'm pretty sure it's multiplayer, but I think it's gonna be single player too if you want to just play alone. But
Of course.
yeah,
Well,
it looked better than Gotham Knights to me.
so then, but who do you want to play though? Like, I'm not. The only difference for me personally, I wanted a Red Hood. Out of everybody.
When they showed the characters aren't really the ones who interested me that much. Because the Suicide Squad, you can't get the same ones every time. I guess I would like to play. It might be fun playing with like a Captain Boomerang or like King Shark. Captain Boomerang seems fun only because like you can Kobe some shit with them.
Can't Kobe some shit.
It probably just seems really fun. He probably has hella dead nurses. Deadshot, I was gonna be like, I'm probably just playing Call of Duty with that man.
Call of Duty, yeah.
So I mean,
actually, now that I think about it,
but Harley Quinn might be fun too.
You know what?
Depending on how she moves.
She might be. Oh, I guess she gonna be. Never mind. Deadshot. You know what gun kata is?
Yeah, that's when you like scrap with guns.
If Deadshot has gun kata, it's gonna entice me a little bit more. I'm gonna feel like Wick. Because he got them wrist pistols, don't he?
Yeah, he got the.
All I need is a quick combo. Fucking nigga up.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just got so many flashbacks of playing Injustice 2, bro, and the dead shot spammers, dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I am me. I am here. I used to be that guy.
That used to be him.
Yeah, I remember that Eric got real salty because I started playing Bang because of that. Like,
Mm.
Yeah, that's
You
why
know
I
what's-
stopped playing Deadshot actually, because he was abusing me with Bane all the time. I was like, I gotta counter this somehow. I figured it out. Just
Nah,
have to complete
that man Bane is broken. I don't care what
It's not
nobody
that
says.
broke, bro. You can block
no,
it.
he's honestly one of the more bottom tier characters.
Don't feel like it.
Thank you.
It don't
Thank you,
fucking
Mark.
feel like it.
He just
It
Oh.
don't feel like it because I got good because of Eric. Like,
Oh wow. No, we were
he
playing.
was just
We were
spam
playing.
Deadshot, so I got mad one day and I was like, all right, bro, this got super armor. I'm gonna just truck it. I don't care.
Fuck this damage. I got enough health. Like, I'll be
I
alright.
just got more bullets.
Man,
Did you guys catch that Square Enix showcase at all?
for
Showed
what?
off a few things.
Oh,
It's kind of
well,
like
No, they were
they they announced that they're coming out with a new Life is Strange game, which is gonna be different from its previous games. Instead of it coming out in an episodic release, you know how it comes out with episode 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah. It's just gonna be one full game now
Okay.
that you can purchase. It's gonna be
That's not bad.
a new character. She's a Asian American girl. You know, get the representation in there.
Mhm.
And she has psychic powers. So
I see. I feel it already boiling up that somebody gonna talk smack or try to cancel her out because of this little thing that going on with the freaking Asian hate in California. Apparently, watch. I feel it in my soul that somebody's gonna. say
it might
something around
cause
that.
some controversy because
What do
you
you
know
mean?
Life is Strange is not a game that strays from controversy.
So
I mean, and I feel.
I mean,
that,
in a good way. It's called Life is Strange True Colors. So I mean, I feel like it's gonna break the barriers regardless.
yeah,
you know.
but
I like it getting the experience personally. I feel like
Same.
I feel like it helps the relatability.
I didn't beat Life is Strange 2, but I enjoyed the fuck out of Life is Strange 1. That was
Games
really
like
good.
that I always just watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just way more fun sometimes just to watch it than
I
play
feel
it.
that though. I feel that.
But
really
but now that I start recording, I would play that bitch for the two. It's way more fun.
do.
But
and those games are actually way more easier to
to stream
play
and
and, like,
play
stream
and
and edit,
entertain, yeah. What?
They also announced well, this game got announced last year too. It was under the name Project Athia.
Mhm.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Athia or Athia?
Athia.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I had to drop some junk in the Dreamcast chat.
Well, it was a trailer that dropped last year for it, and now the game came out with his new name, with his real name. It's called Forspoken, and they showed some more gameplay. It's coming out. I think it's gonna be a PS5 exclusive, but it's coming on PC too.
Yeah.
It looks really good. This is one of the games that Epic Games showed with their new engine showcase. You know what I'm talking about? That new Unreal Engine.
I'm
Video,
pretty sure
you
I've
guys
seen
watch
some
that?
gameplay of it, but when it's since its name changed, I probably just don't remember it. But I'm looking at it now. It said that it's going to be for Microsoft Windows. Now, if they just said that to be funny and not gonna put it on Xbox, oh well, that's on them. But
PC, that's why. It's not coming to Xbox.
so
no,
it's coming to PS.
PS5 and
I'm
PC.
here for it. Then
Yeah.
I'll play it. I'll buy it. Seems kind
It
of
looks
nice.
really cool.
Cause she got magic,
Yeah.
don't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those new next gen games that really show you next gen power.
Okay.
So I'm proud of it because it's going off a new engine too. So
Mm.
I
you
mean,
know, it's
they gotta show me something, then. I'm sorry, cause I'm so sick of all this. Like, I don't know. I'm just
you
thinking
gotta
in
watch
my
the
head.
trailer. The trailer looked really good, especially the one that they showed last year. I didn't watch the new
bro, I
trailer.
don't want to
but-
see no trailer. I want to see the raw gameplay,
How they gonna show
bro.
you something? The trailer
They
has
had to do up
gameplay
the
in
trailer.
it. The trailer has gameplay in it.
Nah, like I'm talking like I want to see somebody sitting there playing it. Like that's what I want to see. 'Cause
Well, it ain't
they
out
would do
yet.
up this trailer.
Yeah, like, it's not coming out for a minute.
I know,
It's
but I'm
still
just
coming out
like, that's
2022.
what
Hold
I
on.
want.
I gotta pause. Marcus, stay right where you are. Why does he look like he's Stephen Hawking damn near? Move
Cause I'm just sitting here thinking like,
I didn't want to laugh at that one. That just felt mean. But
That felt
shit.
mean?
I mean,
Stephen
Oh,
Hawking.
I didn't think I was. I mean, I didn't say like he had the disease or I was making fun of the disease. I just said the motherfucker was sitting like that. See, that's why I can't handle it, bro. These years is just too controversial. Everything I say, I'm just controversial, I guess, bro. Everything I say gonna get me canceled damn near.
Yeah. The next thing they show, of course, Outriders is coming out soon, so they showed off some
It's
more
actually coming
shit
on the
for
1st.
Outriders. Yep. So they showed off
April
some
1st.
more gameplay for that. You know, if you play the demo, your game carries over. It is coming to Game Pass, but it is not coming to PC Game Pass. Only Xbox Game Pass.
I still got a box.
So yeah, if you want to play it on PC or PlayStation, you got to buy it still.
I mean, oh well.
Yeah. Avengers. Speaking of Avengers, you guys just talking about that. They finally released Black Panther's DLC.
Bro, I don't care. Can they fix that game?
Oh, you bought it?
No.
No.
I need to fix that game. Before they
No,
pull out
you should have seen the way Marcus was stretching. He didn't spend his last 60 on that motherfucker. He said, "Ooh, can they fix that game?"
Bro. You wanna know why I'm so heated about this game, bro?
Why?
It's honestly just in my head. I'm just so sick of any kind of game that comes out with loot in it. The new Destiny killer, and then they come out and be trash. Like
the issue is like,
I'm sorry. This game was just never gonna be a Destiny killer from the jump. I could have saw that in the trailers.
Off rip, I'll give you the one main reason why they didn't make use of the cast they have. Like you have all of Marvel to work with. Don't just make it an Avengers game, but use everybody at least.
5 Avengers, like what?
And then you put Spider-Man on. You make Spider-Man a PlayStation exclusive. That was dumb.
Wait, that they still didn't drop yet. That nigga
didn't.
The binge
He's not out yet.
Still not out yet.
But y'all put. I don't know how I feel about that, bro. That's kind of dumb.
They dropped Hawkeye and his daughter first.
His daughter?
Hawkeye and his daughter, yes.
His daughter's in the game fighting.
Yes. And I think she's one of the better DLC characters too, actually, out of everybody.
Hold on, bro. No, so I swear to God, if I go look at Avengers DLC,
Kate Bishop,
not
yes.
Hawkeye,
Hawkeye's daughter. Hawkeye's daughter, yes.
His daughter's the playable.
Mid. You said Spider-Man's coming mid to late DLC at the earliest. And that was 2 days ago. And that was an update on the Spider-Man DLC.
If they don't make Spider-Man move how he moves in the other Spider-Man game,
cut it. I don't want it.
At this point, bro, any new live game that comes out, I'm just suspicious at this point. Like, when was the last good live service game?
There's not really good live service games anymore.
Live service games? What does that mean exactly?
Like, cause all the good ones are like ones from the days of old.
Exactly.
Like,
people who really enjoyed Destiny 2 really enjoyed it after they played off Destiny 1, really, and that's what gave them their spark. Fucking, you played.
I like them that they bounced back. They bounced back a couple.
You know what's crazy? Anthem flight system felt fun. Like I feel like I would have had so much fun.
You really made an Iron Man simulator and it flopped. Like my nigga, what?
Like
how do you hear how that sounds?
And it was only because like the core of the game wasn't there.
Exactly. It was just like you were playing a shell of a game.
Go here, shoot that. Go here, shoot that. Like
the world was nothing. The monsters weren't shit. The world was good. Good as fuck to look at.
Oh yeah, it looked beautiful.
The game is beautiful.
For running on old gen, which is not new gen now.
The whole time had everybody thinking it was gonna be Anthem 2.0. EA dropped their ass.
They dropped it. Oh, I didn't even know they dropped it. Tough.
It's cut the whole game. It's out of development.
What's you call it, bro? I remember telling that junk to Chris, bro. He was talking about like we was sitting there like, bro, how do you have a looter shooter, but I shoot my gun like 10% of the time? Like it was really just use your ability. Like your gun felt like nothing. Like unless you had that one sniper that shot an explosive, dog, you basically didn't do damage to dudes.
I mean, that was based on the loot I had at least. I know I was by
no, bro, we were like literally 10 levels above the people, and like we would shoot the guns and they would do nothing to these dudes, but you hit an ability and you basically wiped them.
I didn't really mind that part because I enjoyed my abilities more than you.
Just on the fact that I'm like, no way.
No, that was the class Marcus played though, wasn't it? Because he played the Ranger nigga. It kind of seemed I don't know. I didn't like the Ranger.
I had missile strikes and everything. I didn't care. I had abilities. The abilities were fine on them. It was just the fact that I'm like, there's no way we're shooting guns and they're doing pea shooter damage. Like just a
so everybody was
shooter,
bullet
I
sponging, kind of.
shoot something.
Mhm.
A lot of bullet sponges. Not a fan of that.
And that's
I
just
wouldn't even say they bullet
another
sponges
basic
though. That's
thing.
the worst part
No,
because
they
you
were bullet
shot the
sponges.
ability and
They
they
were bullet
fell out.
sponges.
They fell out to any ability. It was
A
just a
lot.
gun.
A lot of the bonus damage in the abilities though was because you comboed it with other abilities.
Yeah,
So like
that was
it
how
gave
you
you
supposed to
more
get crits
Yeah,
and shit. That was
Yeah.
their
I mean,
biggest
like,
selling
well,
thing.
I don't know. For y'all, it would be combo. For me, it was like I hit him with like a little 10 damage melee, and it was a primer, so I can just shoot him after that with an ability, and it just hit the combo part. Like you feel
This
Yeah,
me?
that's it.
So talking
Like,
about this makes me kind of glad that Outriders isn't going to be a games of service because I feel like it would have did bad if it was.
I can
You
feel
feel
that.
me?
I can feel that.
And it just being
well,
a
at least
basic little
Outriders
looter
had the
story.
basis though.
Mhm.
Like they
Yeah,
had the basis
I feel like
covered,
they
so
can win off
I wouldn't have minded if they had came out and said they're
I
going to
feel like games like The Division would have been way better off, kind of like more like a story looter shooter than games of service. Because
My thing
feel that
is, my biggest thing with RPGs these
real
days.
in
my-
the story.
I feel
not
that.
even RPGs. These are not RPGs.
No. I will say, well, they have RPG aspects with the leveling and so. Well, I will say this even. Maybe it's just not even that. I just don't like bullet sponges, bro. Give me something a little bit more realistic. I get it. I'm under leveled, but motherfucker, if I shoot you in the head, it needs to do more damage than the two you talking about. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I know that might be just a part of the game, but
I think this man Chris would be having like bad experiences with some RPGs or something. Like yeah, I need to know what RPGs you be playing that you be experiencing bullet sponges that frequently.
Game devs, y'all just gotta do better and make better bosses
I
and
see a
not
lot of
bullet
bullet
sponges all the
sponges.
time.
Yeah,
There's bullet sponges in almost every game I can name. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
especially
there
games like that.
is some bullet sponges.
It's
I
not
standard.
some, not
Just
some.
like,
It's in
by
almost
the-
every
by
game,
the way
Mark.
Chris be having it and talking about it, bro. It be in every single fight he's in. There's a bullet sponge everywhere.
I'm sorry that I
around.
got good accuracy, so when I hit niggas in the head, I expect them to die. You just ain't got it like that. My bad.
No, I be hitting them in the head. They die. It just be like,
I hope so.
yeah, I just need to know what game like that you be having it where it's like they're that frequent, kind of. Like that's all I'm on.
I
So
guess.
I'm like, because you would make it seem
Yeah,
like
man.
there's just like a reoccurring
I
thing
thought
every
this was-
single mission.
this is my-
The Division, Destiny, Anthem.
That's three off
That's three
top.
right there.
I don't know. I don't be well, I don't know. This
You
might
just
have
said
been,
you
like,
experienced it in Anthony. He be so ready to lie, y'all.
Oh, I'm not even on that. I'm like, I wouldn't experience them that frequently in Destiny. I'm like, but that also might be season per season.
know you didn't
shift
say
'cause
Destiny.
They change up enemies, etc. They do a lot of different things every season. So I'm like, I don't know.
No, they be
Might
having
because
bullet
you haven't
sponges
played it
too,
in
though,
a
in
while
Destiny.
too. And you already know how Destiny is with they levels. If you ain't got the levels for it, yeah, they'd be a bullet sponge, alright. Like,
Well, do you have anything
Right,
else for gaming news? Because we're at an hour and a half.
Evo got bought by Sony. Of course, y'all know about that.
they got fully bought, bro.
I don't know what they plan on doing with that. I think
Honestly,
Sony
I don't
just
even
trying
wanna
to
watch-
add onto their catalog. I don't think they're gonna do anything.
Sony's
They're gonna
stacking.
watch-
Sony's stacking.
I don't think they're gonna change anything about the tournament. I think they just want to buy the tournament so they can make money off of it. To be honest, you know, it's just another.
I
income
can
for
see
Sony.
that way too, but I'm also on the fact that I'm like, to be honest with you, Evo Grand Final reveals and the reveal trailers were like probably some of the best. And if it's just gonna be stacked with a bunch of Sony junk that I done already seen all year, I honestly don't even want to see it.
They'll probably save new stuff for it. They'll probably do the stuff like they were gonna do for E3 because E3 is gonna get canceled.
All I put
Then
it like
put it
this,
on
man.
Sony.
If I,
Put it on
if
there.
I log on to a Evo tournament and see freaking Spider-Man single player on there, I'm gonna be done.
I'm
Like,
sorry, but are you really going to a Evo tournament to watch new game trailers though?
No, that's why I said log in, cause like I would actually like like for the grand final.
I'm going to watch the
like,
fights. To be honest, I'm going to
Yes,
watch my
yeah, it is.
I'm trying to
mostly
compete.
about the fight, but I know that is a very special moment though, is to see what's all the new stuff that they have been hyping up the whole tournament. Like you was gonna get
Okay,
this
new game
fight
characters.
Like,
Like new fighting game characters. I feel
yeah,
like
and I'm like,
it's gonna
I'm
be
here
the
for
same
that. I'm like, cause it's a fighting game tournament. But if I see a like the freaking new Spider-Man single player gameplay reveal, I don't want it. Like,
I mean,
that's
imagine
awful.
Spider-Man joins the fight. Spider-Man and Smash Bros. Now, look at that.
No,
Come
I
on.
would never want Spider-Man in Smash Bros. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why are you hating?
Exactly. Spider-Man be a cool character in Smash
on
Bros.
a Nintendo system, and he's not a fighting game character. I don't want it.
The recovery, his recovery would be
He gets there
phenomenal.
now. he can get there now though.
Recovery would not. He'll be a freaking tether recovery, be like Joker.
Nah, he'd get a bunch of tethers. He could just swing under the map and go around.
Yeah, like he can just go around that bitch, just swing around. That'd be broken. I ain't gonna care.
He just swings around and flings up. Now he's in the air.
Like, a lot of characters that can go under freaking Final Destination, but it takes some practice and skill to do it.
Nah, no skill, no skill. Like, just free. It's so free.
And last thing, EA Play comes to Game Pass on PC. So if you now have EA games on your Game Pass, you play them on your PC now, which is finally good. They're finally actually trying to do this whole PC.
I play Madden on PC now.
Basically, yeah.
I'm not going to.
Like, you don't got to play on your weak, obsolete consoles anymore, people. You can play on your good, beefy PC and play your games at the best possible quality.
Yep.
Now, when Sony finally gonna wake up and start putting some crossplay into their games, though? Like,
it's not convenient for them. That's really what it is.
Really not.
From a business aspect, I wouldn't do it either.
Which games are we talking, Phil? Need crossplay from Sony?
literally everyone that's out.
What do you mean?
Like what?
Everything that's crossplay right now, you darn near can't even do it on a freaking PlayStation.
Road
like,
Company, you can.
Yeah, it's a couple of I'll admit, it's like Road
you can.
Company,
They just don't. They don't make. They just don't sell their games to. They have exclusives. They just don't do crossplay. They even do. They even do crossplay still. They just don't. They just have exclusives though. That's what I would have said. If anything, they don't need to do exclusives anymore.
A lot of the games,
The exclusives aren't multiplayer though.
Yeah, so I can't really trip for real.
I don't see the reason why they wouldn't opt in for some crossplay stuff. I'm like, because there's a lot of games that is crossplay between like literally just Xbox and PC that they don't do for PlayStation.
Do you mean crossplay or do you mean crossplay or just non-exclusivity?
Like just crossplay. That's all I want is just crossplay. Like if I'm playing say Ark, I want to be able to play with somebody that's on a PlayStation, but I can't. Because they just said no.
You can. I don't know.
You can't. Like at the current moment, it's just PlayStation.
Is Ark even on PlayStation now?
I didn't know if it was, to be honest.
Yes, it's crossplay with Xbox at the moment. It's been crossplay for 3 years with the Xbox. Like,
no, I'm saying, is Ark on PlayStation though? Like,
yes, it is. They've been on that.
Wait, so it's crossplay with Xbox, but not PC?
It's crossplay with Xbox and PC, but you can't crossplay with PlayStation for no kind of thing. It's stuff like that I'm like.
You could probably do. You could probably do PlayStation to PC with Ark then. That's how that works.
No, you can't.
If it's a crossplay option.
You can't do that, Eric. That's the worst part, is you can't.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It says you can't. I just looked it up. Yeah.
I don't think that's a PlayStation thing. That has to be like Ark.
I mean, to be fair though,
they make other games crossplay.
To counter your argument, Mark, Switch is also not cross-platform. Ark on Switch is also not cross-platform.
It's not, but a lot of the games that are on there for the Switch.
Niggas playing Ark on Switch.
I mean, niggas playing Apex on Switch.
Recently, like for them, but what's called it?
It's free rank. Not gonna lie.
But on top of that, you is free rank for some of the multiplayer games. But on top of that, the games that do come out there that is crossplay available, they are crossplay on the Switch. Apex just came out last week and it's crossplay off the rip.
Apex is crossplay everywhere.
Like Smite, Fortnite,
those are games that crossplay everywhere though.
Crossplay compatible.
I guess. I mean, Ark is so old. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I feel that, but it's
I don't think niggas tripping over Ark crossplay.
Yeah, but I need a more modern example that I can give a damn about. Like, it's Ark cosplay. Like,
it's just that Ark was the one I instantly remembered because of the fact that I was pretty upset about it. Like,
okay.
But I was like, but I don't know, man. It's just stuff like that is just gonna irritate me. Like later on down the line, I'm like, you see all these ones that are crossplay.
I'll give you that. They should work on crossplay more for their games, but they're mostly I ain't gonna lie, they mostly be just doing single player games these days. It feels like, as far as PlayStation.
Okay, I feel that, but think about this though. Like, it's not Sony that's sitting there talking like they about to freaking implement it on the games. All they gotta say is yes or no. And I don't see the reason they're saying no.
I need more examples where they say no.
I feel you. I understand, Chris, but I'm just like,
you might have to look that one up.
Because I just looked at the list of crossplay games. Motherfucker, I'm still looking. It's a long list.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of the shit is already crossplay.
I didn't know Mortal Kombat 11 was crossplay.
Yes, it is.
For PlayStation. Had no clue.
they had it there pretty recently.
Gears? On PlayStation?
Gears isn't on PlayStation.
It was only on
Yeah, that's an Xbox thing.
So what the fuck are they talking?
Gears is crossplay with PC though, so.
Oh, that's why. That's my real. That's on this list. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seems like they got at least a little bit of. I haven't seen too many things where it's an issue.
They get in there, but
It's
The
more
games
so.
I do need them on. I can name a few 2K. I just need 2K.
That's
but
that.
not
That's 2K. I think that's
yeah, that's
2K.
2K. It's not Sony.
Yeah, I
That's
don't-
the problem.
yeah.
Like a lot of times, not even Sony. It's the devs themselves who want to be greedy and have people buy the fucking games over on different ports.
Yeah.
well, okay, and I see that in the case of 2K, you're right because they don't have crossplay on none of their stuff, do they?
Nope.
No.
But
I'm like-
and also just shout out to Fortnite because they were the first ones to do it, and I have to give them credit. They showed
They
that
started the wave.
it's only a switch we gotta flip. Y'all don't want to do it. They exposed all them niggas, and it forced their hand.
That's what Call of Duty started doing it. And
Yep, and so on and so
people-
forth.
Some companies can profit from it. I feel like all companies can profit from it, but
Truthfully,
they-
truthfully, no.
they just want to be greedy.
No, truthfully, no, they wouldn't profit.
From just adding crossplay.
No, yeah, because now you have to go buy
It
this
would-
console
because
to play with your friends, and then buy the game again. It's way more money in their pocket that way.
What Scarlet? My thing here is like,
Also,
yeah, it would be money in their pocket, but the same effective rule applies. Almost like you, Chris. Why would you play Apex right now on your Xbox when you can play it on your PC?
cosmetics on my Xbox.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm about to say too. Yeah, cross save is what niggas want next. You can't bring
Yeah.
your VC over to this new this other
Right,
account you
you-
got. No,
You want cross progression. I'm like, if
Exactly.
you already got cross play, you might as well do cross progression.
and the games don't want to do that because games that are free like Apex,
That's just
They don't want
stupid.
you to
Why
free
don't
shit.
Apex do that? I don't know.
Well,
Why-
it's in the
they
works.
just link your
Trying to
account on
add it.
Apex?
Why you talking there? They've been trying
Nah.
to add it. It's just
Okay.
the fact that they dealing with the legal issues of buying stuff on other platforms and merging it, which is fair. That
Okay.
takes a lot of
Okay.
as
time.
long as there's a
so-
reason behind it, 'cause that shit was.
See,
dumb.
developers like that who are working on it, you give my props because I do know that it is a lot of legalities that go into that shit.
Yeah.
But the developers who just don't do anything about it at all, and they just let it sit and like, no, you gotta buy our shit or you gotta buy on that console players friend over there. Like, it's just pointless. Like, come on, we're in 2021.
It's cheap.
it,
Yeah. So
it feels like very cheap and conniving. Like, it feels like you're trying to get extra dollar out of me, and you're not trying to like really be a.
it's not worth it.
Developer, you
I don't
know,
feel like
like-
it's needed. Like it's very
It's not at
con
all.
artist like scheming.
But that's all my gaming news. I got some movies that I can talk about.
All right, we're at an hour and 40. Just to let you know.
I only got 3. So,
Okay. What's up? Let's go through it.
That Snyder cut.
starting with that Snyder cut, of course, because it was a good movie, man. A whole different.
All right, hold on. For Marcus' sake, because he didn't see it, we'll just give first impressions for now, then we'll give our actual
Okay.
review first.
I wasn't gonna give spoilers at
I
all.
mean, it's at the end, I know what's gonna happen. Like, I mean,
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
like,
Different
You
experience,
don't.
a
You
whole different
don't.
movie though.
Yeah, you don't know this gonna happen.
It's the same movie, but it's a
so when
different
Darkseid doesn't come and
experience.
attack, they don't defeat Darkseid.
No. None
Or
of that
what's
happens.
called
We ain't gonna say none of that, bro. We can-
or whatever.
telling none of that happens.
Okay.
You're wrong.
And that's why I'm making sure. I'm like, because if that does happen, then I honestly don't care after that. Like, you can spoil me
No, I
all
feel
you
that.
want, but
First opinions,
Great
definitely,
movie,
definitely better than the original. They revamped a lot of the stuff. They kept good stuff too, which I liked. Like if it was like a good
It's
fight
not all the
scene or
bullshit.
something like that, maybe they made the fight scene better, expanded upon it, or stuff like that. And I like how they also expanded upon everyone's story. I fucks with Cyborg now. I didn't fuck with
Exactly.
Cyborg like that. If they release a solo Cyborg movie, I will go watch that bitch now.
Character development was perfect. Even character designs, they even changed up some of these character designs, and it looked better in my opinion. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Steppenwolf's new armor, clean.
He looks like a menace
Great.
now.
Yeah, he was like a fucking rat in the first movie. And
Yeah.
now he looks.
still
now
got
he
a-
looks like
he do got a
still
small
looks-
ass
oh,
face.
like,
He
don't
got
get me
a
wrong, he's
small
still
ass
fucking
face.
Steppenwolf.
Yeah.
But like now he just looks more like a villain though, and not like a motherfucking mole rat in a fucking suit trying to attack you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not a cut. If you haven't seen it, bro, watch that. It's worth it. It's 4 hours long, so you know get some popcorn.
The pacing
kick
is
back.
really good though. Also, it did feel like 4 hours, kind of.
It felt like 4 hours for sure. There was no taking.
It didn't feel bad about it though. It didn't feel. I didn't
Yeah.
feel bad about it. I felt like the
It's
pacing.
It's put in chapters perfectly for you. So if you want to break it up in parts, you can.
was
I would say just knuckle up and watch it all the way through. That's the best experience.
best experience.
But I don't like how they
The one
changed
like
the
in game
position
where I had
to
to sit there for the whole
a 4
time.
by 3
Yeah,
which
for
is
his creative
weird.
genius.
For his creative genius, they changed it to 4 by 3 and not widescreen like regular movies. So
Not sure. I
that,
mean, for those who don't know what 4x3 is, imagine the black bars on the sides instead of the top.
exactly, yeah.
So it was
So-
just really weird to me.
So it was like that, but I mean, I
That was
guess
my only gripe for real.
after being in it for over an hour, you're just gonna
get
get
used
used
to
to it.
Yeah.
So
Not
that's all I really had to say bad
Oh.
about it. It just-
they kind of did short on the Flash's backstory, but I think that's only because, like you said, Eric, that they're gonna have a movie. He's gonna get his own movie this year or next year.
yeah, he's
What?
getting a movie.
They
soon.
gonna have his own movie after they gave him a whole TV show.
It's needed. Flash's
It's not the same show.
Flash's character overall is too important in DC.
Yeah.
I would argue that he's honestly more important than Superman.
Sometimes, yeah.
Just
but
because Flashpoint.
I mean, I feel that.
And that Flash show he got is not the same universe. It's not the same
Not at
actor
all.
who plays the Flash. Or
Okay,
anything,
if it's
so
not
yeah.
the same universe, then I see it. But I'm just on the fact that I'm like, bro, you just had a TV show. Why do I need you to get another backstory? You feel me? Like, there's no point.
I don't think that is actually gonna go with his backstory with the movie actually. So, but we'll see. That's all I'm saying about the Snyder Cut though. Good, very good show. Another thing about y'all, a new movie that was supposed to come
hold on.
out got delayed.
Sorry. The Flash. This movie's not coming this year. They said it's projected for 2022. So yeah. Okay, go ahead.
This movie was supposed to come out this year. It's still coming out this year, but it got delayed till later this year. Closer to my birthday actually, so I'm a little happy. But Venom 2 got delayed.
Maximum Carnage. Is that the name of
Yep.
it?
Some Carnage, yeah. I don't think it was Maximum Carnage. It was
Let There Be
something.
Carnage.
Yeah, Let There Be Carnage. That got delayed September 17th, I want to say. So, close to your boy birthday. A few days passed, but it's whatever. I'm definitely gonna go see it. I can't
No,
wait.
he's the one playing. Oh wow, that's hilarious.
Yeah, he
Woody
was in the,
Harrelson.
yeah, he was in the in the credit scene.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, you didn't see it?
I
In
didn't
credit scene
watch
of
it.
Venom?
I didn't care.
You didn't see Venom?
You know how much I seen it, but I was just like, I ain't gonna lie, the Spider-Man is not in it. It just feels like it doesn't matter.
They're setting it up. They're building his Venom verse. That's why they're coming out with a
I'm not
Morbius movie.
here for
That's
it.
why, because Spider-Man.
I know they're
eventually-
giving all the Spider-Man's villains a movie. And I don't know how I feel about that. I'm conflicted because the movies aren't bad.
Sony eventually wants him to come back to Sony's side of Spider-Man shade, so he can merge with their movies and be in their movies like that. They eventually want Tom Holland to get out the MCU and go back to their movies.
I don't know how I feel about that, bro. It doesn't work.
They're fighting over Spider-Man.
It doesn't work, but they own Spider-Man, so they want it somehow. But they're not asking for it right now because they're still building up this new Venom universe in all his movies and the Morbius movies and whoever else they want to come out after that. But so they're not to worry about it right now. But I would say 5 to 6 years down the line, probably less, they're gonna want Spider-Man back. And I
That's
think
an issue.
The MCU is not gonna want to give him up. That's my thing. You saw how they fought for him to get him back already after he
Why?
got lost.
I don't understand.
briefly.
How does a person own the rights to a character, a fictional character? Move the
That's
fuck.
what happens
Just-
when Marvel went bankrupt
You
and they
got
sold
the,
their shit.
It's basically the IP, like owning that
They
IP.
sold the IP of Spider. Why did they do that? They should have
Marvel
known
went
better.
bankrupt.
Marvel should have known
Marvel
better.
Marvel Comics back in 2005 was going bankrupt out of the ass. They had no money left, so they sold all their big name projects. They sold the X-Men to Fox. They sold
This is why
that's
we
the
honestly
issue, though.
don't have
Yeah.
a Fantastic Four movie. because They
exactly.
sold them rights.
The
Exactly.
issue is though, it's
They
like,
sold
y'all
Spider-Man
not
to Sony.
doing
They
nothing with it.
And they sold them shits because those companies wanted to make movies out of them, and those superhero movies started blowing up. And now Marvel got their stock and money back, and now they're trying to get their characters back. I don't know how well they're gonna do that.
When did
Especially,
Worst part
actually,
is, though,
they
Chris,
could do it now
is-
because they merged with Disney, but
I'm about to say, when did
They're
Marvel
trying.
merge
Chris,
with
is
Disney?
that
'Cause
they
that's
did
when they didn't have
something.
money problems anymore. Personally,
they merged
realistically,
with Disney when I think around the first Avengers came out.
yeah. Because I'm like, when Marvel and Disney merged,
Honestly,
they stopped having
actually,
money problems.
I can say actually it probably merged when they came out with the first Iron Man film because that's with the first MCU
Yeah, that's when
technically, right?
that's when the MCU started, basically.
Yeah, so I can argue then.
But for Chris's point, to be honest with you, those companies that did buy out the what's called products. They
09.
did make movies with them. The movies just flopped.
It's not that. That's what I'm saying when I say they're not doing nothing with them. They're just ass.
Yeah. But it just blew up the genre because Marvel was making such good movies, and you know Fox didn't have all bad movies. You know some X-Men did have good movies. You know,
Yeah.
I'll give Fox. I'll give Fox their due.
Deadpool.
I'll give Fox their time. They did way better than Sony.
Sony did okay with Spider-Man.
I don't know. They
like
slaughtered
the
some
Tobey
of my
Maguire
boys out there.
Spider-Man.
Fantastic Four movie was cheeks.
Yeah, Fantastic Four was
Was
dog
that
shit.
Sony? I don't know who. That was Fox, wasn't it? Yeah, that
I
was
think it
Fox.
was.
Yeah.
I think it was. I only.
Yeah.
That was cheeks. That was
But to be fair, nobody has done good
I
with
like-
Marvel yet. With Fantastic Four yet.
I like the first Fantastic Four movies. You know, with the
Stop it.
first with it was called Captain America with the Human Torch.
Stop.
I
it.
like that one.
Mm,
Y'all didn't like that one?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with those Fantastic Four? It wasn't terrible.
Go back and rewatch it and give me your answer.
Basically.
Yeah, I like how Marcus turned around. Basically, cause like what the fuck? Like no, bro.
Y'all didn't
it
like
wasn't-
those movies, bro? Really?
Nah.
That is crazy.
No.
Not the one with Michael B. Jordan in it, but the
I know.
ones that came before that.
I heard.
Yeah.
I understand you perfectly fine.
Y'all
That
we
shit
hear
is
you.
hot garbage.
Steaming hot too. Like
Man,
Wow,
on
the
a
best-
nice summer day at that.
that is crazy.
they made
Well,
Reed, they always make Reed so boring. Like, I don't know if he's a more interesting character in the comics, but like for what I've seen of
Worst part
Fantastic Four,
is he be having like a life.
I mean, yeah, you're a family man, but
But like I understand, yeah, he is a family man. I understand he's a scientist. I mean that's like kind of two boring traits, but he be having like the family drama, and that's
Two
what
boring
keeps him
traits.
interesting. Like,
oh really? That's it? Okay. So
like,
almost-
well, put it like this,
Not
like
sure how I
his
feel about
daughter is basically sucking up the Doctor Doom type junk. Like they don't know if this really his daughter type, like, and if
What?
it's really just Doom's daughter.
What?
Like,
Sue got
he
it
about
like
to become
that?
the next Doctor Doom type junk in the comics.
Still put it on
like,
Doctor Doom.
Sue put it on
and
Dr.
that
Doom?
relationship between the daughter, son, and Reed, like, is really
trust him.
interesting. Like,
The
that's
son or the daughter?
the son is fine.
The son is
daughter
fine,
is
yes.
the one that's sucking up the Doctor
Isn't their
Doom.
son
What-
like really OP?
Yes, he is, and that's why I'm like,
Yes,
I don't know
he's
her.
insane.
I don't know the daughter's powers, but I really don't give a shit.
No, the daughter at the moment, as far as I remember, she's just stupid smart.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
for
no, she was always smart. She was smarter than her parents. Damn, when she came out the womb and hit it.
Yeah, and then like she started sucking up the Doctor Doom to get some more knowledge, and now it's just basically like it's kind of hinting at the fact that really it's just Doom's daughter, because remember Doctor Doom helped them like bring the child into the world.
No,
Well, you didn't know all that apparently, but
was involved with them.
he was the one that helped her birth the child.
why?
So like now it's just a whole
See, the story
thing
sounds like it could be way better. I'm interested,
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
but I
lie,
want.
that's some bullshit.
I need to know more though. I need.
Why is y'all arch enemy fucking your wife for one?
No.
Well,
He just
having
said.
your kid-
He just said the whole. Oh, that's Doom's daughter for real. He was just saying that shit as in terms of like stepdad Doom. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically how like the kind of relationship is right now. with
Uncle
her.
Doom.
But, but if you want to know why, it's because of the fact that the children were too powerful, whatever. So he had to use magic to kind of birth them instead of like a normal
Oh.
birth. Because you know how the son is stupid strong.
Yeah.
Like-
a hole in mama's stomach. Fucking changed reality right there.
He was tearing a hole in space-time continuum in the womb. Like
Oh wow.
he wasn't.
Not the
He
womb.
wasn't about that. Like
Fucking Wanda. You ever heard of
Right.
Franklin
No
Richards?
cap.
Like,
No cap.
anyway.
But,
imagine that. Like that honestly could have been a really good like WandaVision kind of thing. Like they could have did that kind of
They gotta
thing.
build
kinda
that up.
They gotta build Wanda first.
Oh yeah, they do the Wanda first. I admit that, but I'm like they could have did the same kind of style though. Like you feel me
Feel
with
that.
that.
They gotta.
Just that event alone. Like
I mean, that's all I got on my show notes. But they definitely do gotta build. They gotta bring the Fantastic Four in correctly, and they need to stop fighting over Spider-Man. Why can't y'all just, you know what? We both can have our own things to this IP, and or just merge them. Have Tom Holland go back and forth between the universes. That's really what Spider-Man does in the fucking first place. So what are we missing
I
here?
wouldn't even be on
Spider-Man
that.
is too important to be in one universe or the other. That's the issue, just like the Flash is.
I
feel
feel
that,
like this, man.
but money,
just on the
man.
fact-
Money,
I'm
yeah,
like-
money. It's the
I've
root
been
of all
like
evil.
this. As far as always remembered, when you think of DC, I don't see Spider-Man in it, if I remember right.
What are you
But
talking
at
about?
the
Not DC.
I was
I
saying
know,
the
I'm
Flash.
just like I just
What?
remembering like who does both. I'm like they should stick to their DC stuff and do them.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
at
talking
the
about
same
that.
time, I feel
No.
I'm saying
Marcus,
about
you weren't
Spider-Man
listening.
thing and making
He's
the
talking
movies.
about the MCU and then Sony Spider-Man universe, which is like a whole different thing.
I know,
than the
and I'm
MCU.
like I
Yeah.
just want them to do this like at the end. That's all.
Oh.
I'm thinking of everything
Anyway.
as a whole. I'm sorry, but
You're right.
I
Well,
last
I want
thing,
them to kind of
Falcon
do
and the Winter
them.
Soldier.
Falcon and
Can't
Winter
forget
Soldier. Shout out, I feel like a lot. I feel bad, bro. Someone's trying to go fund me for Falcon. That nigga need a loan.
Yeah.
My nigga broke, bro. We gotta wait. Did y'all,
Oh,
wait,
shit.
also, did y'all know it was 6 episodes only?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
6 episodes. It's only,
I thought it
only
was
gonna be
Crazy,
6.
man.
But it's gonna be longer than WandaVision episodes though. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they're also
okay, then
supposed to be
that's
longer than WandaVision. So, but yeah, it's only gonna be 6. And yeah, bro, how my man can get along, bro? He an
How we
Avenger,
fight?
bro.
How we fight Thanos, but we still living broke? What? Twice? Not once.
How you get?
Twice.
How can you not approve an Avenger for a loan? That just don't make sense to me. Like what?
They gonna ask him,
What
can you
don't
can you take the
what
pictures
don't
with the
make
wings
sense
like
to
this?
me-
Nigga, what?
What don't make sense to me is how you employed by Shield.
Shield who?
Yeah, I guess it would be at that
He's employed
point.
by the government though. Like how are you not employed?
Nah.
He's-
He off the records, nigga. 5 years, you been gone. Your file is deceased. They didn't think them niggas was coming back.
But they did though. That's the problem. So
That is the problem.
how can't this nigga get a loan though? Like you can't get this nigga a loan.
They need a Thanos STEMI package. They don't have one yet. That's all it really is. They need
No
a,
cap.
they need a Thanos STEMI, and they don't have
They'll
one.
snap their
Package.
fingers in
The snap
2000
package.
days.
Yeah, bro. The motherfuckers need a snap package, bro. So,
That's fucking great.
yeah.
No cap. But I ain't gonna lie, this show's fucking. I think it's gonna be a smooth ass.
And why my
show.
nigga Bucky sitting on the floor? My nigga got a bed? Like, he's sleeping on the
That's
floor?
just it's a
He
part
one
of
them other
PTSD.
Avengers that can't
Oh,
get
like he
along,
can't sit on a
Chris.
soft bed or something?
Yeah, it's kind
Oh,
of like
okay.
how, you know, coming home off of war or something. You can't go back to like normal life. You still
Oh,
like,
that
stuck in
comfort?
that war
Yeah.
mindset. Yeah, you can't go back to that comfort. So he's like on the floor with it. That's why I thought it was at least.
Okay,
I mean, he's-
okay.
he's
It might have
having
been
a
a-
nightmare.
Yeah, I
It
hope
might
it
have been.
ain't that. My man's have been.
He was having a nightmare
Man.
too about the fucking kid he killed when
Yeah.
he was doing.
I'm just
Which I
saying,
wouldn't-
like,
I would- I wouldn't
that's
blame
been 60 plus years.
He's got a lot. I ain't gonna lie, I feel bad for Winter Soldier. Out of all the Avengers, he's going through
Yeah, I
it the
feel bad
worst.
for him.
Being mind controlled, like he
He
really
is.
had no free will, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, bro, you're
And
good,
then-
bro.
And then you remember it, bro.
Yeah.
Like you remember
Yeah, and
all
I
your
feel
kills.
that.
On some Get Out shit, you watching it on a TV screen. Like, what? Ooh, that made me so mad.
Every other night, it's a whole different episode, whole different family you just killed, bro. Like what?
When we watch it tonight, and go to bed. Like, nah, bro. He's strong for that.
I think he gonna kill that kid.
Shoot, who was man?
Imagine
Last
that,
episode
like
of
you
WandaVision?
watching your life,
fucking
like I'm watching
Director Hayward,
Zero
we
or
keep chopping
something,
our
bro,
guns
talking
on our
about who's
kids.
gonna die.
You let that bitch
Y'all
lose on
know
her
good
kids.
and damn well I couldn't understand neither one of y'all. I was just looking back and forth at the screens like y'all talking. I was so lost. We're actually almost at 2 hours, so let's go ahead and do the outro and get up on out of here.
Start wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Imagine I'm sitting here looking at a TV, like basically watching ReZero, find out it's my life. I really killed that kid.
Oh,
like-
gee, thought it was a bad dream type shit.
I thought it was a bad dream. We always go for an hour and a half. We always go over that, but it's
We always
okay.
go over that.
Guess we'll work on it. See you
Light
later,
up.
everybody. Hope y'all doing well.
Take care.
Don't die, I guess.
Peace.
Don't die out there in the field. Have a good day. Stop Asian hate.
Whoa there.
Stop Asian
Now
hate.
you take
Yeah.
Whoa,
Don't do that. That shit weird.
that is weird.
Peace.
Bye.